How are we going, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin and welcome to another episode of Panteracast, the final episode where we discuss a Pantera studio album. And we are talking about. I was just a little nipper when this came out. I remember I was at school reading Kerrang! Magazine in the playground, reading all about the upcoming Pantera album, Reinventing the Steel. I remember listening to Mary Ann Hobbs on Radio 1 on a Tuesday night. The fucking show didn't start until midnight. Sworn already. This isn't monetized. Um,
You saw him Friday.
and I remember hearing clear as day, Revolution is my name for the very first time. It feels like yesterday. And I've got loads of great memories about it. This is my Pantera album. As I say before, the album the first album you're there for on release day, that's your album by whatever artist, and that even if it's considered a bad album in the big scheme of things, it's your album. This you will have a soft spot for it because it was the first one you bought on release day. I remember getting into metal, following the breadcrumbs, starting out on like Nirvana and Pearl Jam, and then obviously like Faith No More and Slipknot and Limp Bizkit and Static X and breadcrumbs, and then I kept hearing about this band Pantera. They're meant to be the heaviest band ever, and the first Pantera song I ever heard was on the Crow soundtrack. Didn't find out. Oh, here we go. And I didn't find out for years that that was actually a cover.
It was a cover.
Um, Mind you, most of the songs on that are. Um, I knew of them, but I kept hearing about this legendary album, Vulgar Display of Power, and I think I might have bought it in anticipation for this. It's a bit murky, folks. There's been a lot of beer under the bridge since then. Um, yeah, I can't remember if I bought my. No, I definitely had Vulgar Display of Power first because I remember another story which we'll get into. Anyway, yeah, this is when I jumped on Pantera basically, and I remember Pantera Fever at the time. Um, I remember it being received a little underwhelming at the time, but
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
think
fucking
time has
moan.
been kind to it. But we will get into that. That's why we're doing this. So I'll hand it over to my co-host, my hetero life mate. How are you, Luke?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. I've been looking forward to this one because this is this is what Pantera are supposed to fucking sound like. You need to go cowboys to this. Fuck everything else. It's all about metal. You
I
know, it was
could not disagree with you more. If you don't like Terry Glaze, then you're a poser. Power metal is like the start of the decline,
yeah.
and yeah,
It's a bit like fucking Maiden when they sold out on the fucking Soundhouse tapes, didn't they?
yeah. I mean, it's the same with Metallica. I mean, if the No
Metal,
Life Till
metal up
Leather
your ass
demo,
or whatever it was.
yeah, and I only listened to the taped rehearsals of you know, of Rod, what's his name on bass, before Cliff,
Ron
and
McGovney.
yeah, and
Yeah, and if Dave Mustaine didn't write it, it ain't Metallica.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
As
Mustaine wrote
Dave
them all,
Mustaine
and
is still telling people, even though his other band are releasing their 17th album.
it's like you being dumped by your girlfriend, isn't it? And then getting with like a really hot wife, like a really hot girl, marrying her, but still crying about the girl. It's like, Dave, what do you want, mate? You got
You're multi-platinum in your own right.
yeah, you
You're getting
formed your own
paid
band,
every time Metallica play something you fucking put a riff on.
yeah, and generally speaking, you're regarded as the better band. Generally speaking, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
if the
it's a
internet
bit
is
of a
anything to go by, Venom should be selling out arenas. Have you
yeah,
seen that meme? If Venom were as big in real life as they are
yeah.
on the internet, they'd be fucking
That's
mad.
it. Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean, oh yeah, there's fucking arguments uphill and down dale about Megadeth and Metallica, isn't there? But what one thing that cannot be disputed is how good a fucking guitarist Dave Mustaine is.
oh yeah, I was a you can watch Dave Mustaine clips and just go down a rabbit hole. It's the Dave as modest as and humble as ever. It's like the story is I got kicked out of Metallica and then went on to become the biggest the greatest guitar player ever. But I was already better than all of them to begin with. It's just
No,
oh
no
Dave.
hint of sarcasm, is there? He's just like, fuck it. Mind you,
Oh
if you can't blow your own trumpet, what's the fucking point?
yeah
You're only here for a
yeah.
short time.
Um
But yeah,
yeah.
anyway,
Anyway,
before you fucking called me
talk
a
about
poser,
Mega Dave. Yeah, let's talk
before you
about
called me a
Pantera.
poser, yeah, I mean,
Um
like I say, this is, uh,
yeah, Terry Glaze Pantera, and that's it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is the album. I've been waiting for this because I fucking love this album. This is what I want. This and Cowboys is what I want Pantera to sound like. Now, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Vulgar Display, but it was Pantera moving away from what I wanted them to be, and then obviously with Far Beyond Driven and then of Tranquil Way and you know, as I said, Tranquil's the worst Pantera album, but it's still a fucking 8 out of 10 album. But they're getting back now to what they're writing fucking immense riffs. Phil's fucking voice is better than it has been for 10 years almost. Well, no, not that long actually. It's better than it has been since Down, which was 95. He's
Yeah,
singing
come out
again. He's
for it.
fucking putting it on, and it's just a banger of an album, and I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, I.
And it's the album that Terry Date said no more, wasn't it?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like the first album where there was like a bit of a gap. It was like, when a band goes like album tour, album tour, album tour,
Yeah, it
there's
was
like constant
4 years, wasn't
projection.
it?
And then you get a gap, and then it's like the
Because
new era starts.
mind you, all we'd had in between that, we had the live album, and they put the two new tracks, Where You Come From and I Can't Hide, which was
Yeah,
for me the start of Pantera
yeah,
getting back to what Pantera wanted to be. I don't think they wanted to be this. I think they proved the point with Far Beyond and Tranquil. They were like, right, we can write this because we can.
yeah. We've proven
I
we're
don't
the
think they was ever comfortable doing it. I think they were doing it because they were like, right, we can fucking do it. But I think this sort of stuff is what they'd always wanted to do,
Mm.
in my opinion. Obviously,
Yeah,
if you think I'm talking bollocks, there's the comments. Crack on.
yeah. I mean, I've got a slightly different view, but not. To me, it was like especially around the hype around the album, it was like Pantera had been away and now they're coming back. Not
Yeah,
that they'd split up but they'd
yeah.
just been away
It
for
had
a
been a
bit.
long
And
time, hasn't it?
it's like
So
stuff's happened. And I was just
yeah, oh,
mentioning
yeah,
your Slipknots and Korn and
yeah,
new metal had become a thing. And it was solidly a thing at this point. And the bands were in that short time, the metal had changed.
yeah,
And it was like the daddies have come back to sort of retake the crown, sort of thing.
yeah,
Like when you're watching wrestling and a wrestler that's just sort of been in the background for a little bit, all of a sudden the lights
yeah.
go out and bang, the music comes on and they're back.
Well,
Um,
it's a bit of a mad one, this, because you think, like you say, new metal was like proper cemented. It was 2000. Chocolate Starfish was coming out. You know,
that weren't, that was
that
a,
was 2000, I think. Or was it? No, was it 99?
right.
But it was
Look, say May of 2000 and September of 2000, that was like a switched for me because
yeah,
within 6 months I've gone from school to college.
yeah, yeah.
And although they're the same year, it's a different era.
Oh yeah. But also,
So
like you think, like you
yeah,
said, new metal is now firmly entrenched. But Pantera are doing this, and a little band called Iron Maiden had just recruited some singer called Bruce Dickinson,
that's
and
right.
they
Yeah,
were going to reshape metal
that
again.
was that as well. Yes, there was sort of like the old school is coming back to sort of
It's You can have solos in your music, children. You
mm,
don't have to laugh at it no more. You can be
yeah,
talented.
yeah. The whole like that was when I jumped on with Maiden as well. I was swept up in the whole Brave New World um, release as well. I mean, I knew who Iron Maiden were, but again, I'd started buying Kerrang magazine. I started buying my own records, and it was like I started seeing the thing about the reunion tour, and then the hype leading up to them doing a new album.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I say, it was the old school coming back, and sort of competing with the new generation that had
Yeah,
taken over. And
and I think this is Pantera trying being old school.
yeah,
They've
to
all
me,
they listen. You can imagine all they listened to while I was writing this was fucking British Steel.
yeah,
And they're like,
or
right, we want to do
reinventing
a
the
Judas
steel.
Priest album, and
Well, that
and
was
they
the
just
that's
fucking
it,
made
that's the
this.
title, isn't it? We're reinventing the
Yeah,
steel, reinventing the
exactly. Yeah,
wheel, reinventing the steel. Yeah,
yeah.
and to me, it was when you when you get a band that's evolving, even though yeah, over the course of those four albums, they had massively evolved whilst keeping a
Oh yeah,
common thread. They're like as
yeah,
all
yeah,
it was evolving, they were always
yeah.
sounding like
Even though
Pantera.
even though no album sounded the same, you
Yeah, but
knew
again, it's
Pantera, didn't
like
you? You knew it
people
was
say like
instantly Pantera.
Slayer put out the same album over and over again. It's like what? So what's the fuck? What's the first one called? Bloody
First
hell.
one,
Yeah,
Show
first
No
Slayer
Mercy.
album. Show No Mercy and Seasons of the Abyss. What there was no evolution between,
Yeah, it's bollocks, isn't it? You know.
you know. But there is a point where a band kind of plateaus,
Oh
where
yeah,
it's
and they
like
just yeah,
they found what their sound is and they know what works and what doesn't work.
yeah,
And now it's a case of it's not a case of evolution, it's more of a case of quality. Have they nailed that sound or not? So
yeah.
another
Refinement.
yeah, so another example
Well,
would
yeah,
probably be in terms of consistency is Seven Dust. For the first
yeah,
five albums, they were evolving. The
yeah,
recipe was always the same, or the aim was always the same, but it
yeah,
was slightly tweaked with each album.
yeah,
And then, yeah, for the first five, after those first five, it was basically now we're just getting Seven Dust with this producer, Seven Dust in this era,
yeah.
Seven
They
Dust, and it's
they
still
got their
finely
sound.
tuned and still thingy, but
Oh
there's
yeah, but
and
yeah, yeah,
it felt to me that this is the first and last. This is the first album that it's Pantera being Pantera. There
yeah,
is no
yeah.
evolution. There's no
No,
evolution. You know
this
what I'm
is
getting?
yeah, this is what you would have got if they were still recording albums 10 years later. It would have been it'd have been this.
Yeah, it's like what Rob Halford said about was it? Yes, it was. What is going on with my memory today? I've normally got um not Firepower, the album before it, Redeemer of Souls,
Demon Souls, yeah,
because they'd had Nostradamus before
yeah,
and Redeemer of Souls, and Rob said this time around people just needed priest to be
yeah. Be
priest,
priest, yeah,
and that's what we got, and
that's
that's
it.
what they're getting, and we're getting, and I thought that was a great album. In fact, the only thing wrong with that album was that Firepower came out afterwards, and it was even
I,
better, and it just
yeah,
eclipsed it. But
it
that
just
is still a
obliterated,
really good
didn't it?
album.
I mean,
But they've been on a winning streak ever since.
oh, they
And
have, yeah, Firepower and Invincible Shield, fucking hell. I
oh, and then
mean,
the Invincible Shield came out. It was even better. But yeah, it was just yeah. This time around, people just
it's
need priest to be
it's the
priest, and
Richie,
this is just
it's the Richie
Pantera
effect, isn't it? Yeah,
being Pantera.
yeah,
And now this is, you know, to some people, there is a big thing to go. Oh, this might be a controversial. This is my favorite album. It's not controversial at all
not at
because
all.
I can tell you show you video after video, interview after interview of Rex and Phil both saying this is their favorite Pantera album.
Yeah,
I've got a video. I've seen a video of Phil saying that this was this they spent a lot of time trying to figure out the sequence of
yeah,
what's order to put the songs because every song could be an opener or a
hmm
closer. And we really did mess around and we put it all sort. We had a nightmare deciding what order to put the tracks. Rex consistently says that this is his favorite.
yeah.
Ralph Vieira, who who I've got a lot of respect for, it's his favorite Pantera album, and it's not mine. I've always felt that it was sort of like Pantera by numbers. And I know it's funny because I've been listening to it all week in the gym. I've been going back to the gym, ladies and gents. Um, and I've listened to it every day this week, and it's a really good workout. That's a good test. Is the
Yeah,
gym.
I've heard that. Yeah,
Um, and yeah, and it did give me a bit of extra thingy while I was doing some of those last, those last pumps. But it's it's so weird because everything that I think is wrong with this album is exactly why you're gonna love. You think it's their best. Every it's such a It's about that. There was a band as well called Vital Remains that I remember someone, a reviewer, just nailed it. He went, "This is such an odd band to review because people either love this band or hate them. And if you ask the people who love them and hate them
yeah,
why, they're going to give you the exact same reasons. It's
yeah,
like yeah, that's why I love it. Yeah, but that's why I hate it. And yeah, what I think is wrong with this album is exactly what is the strong point about it. And to me, the thing is, it just feels like Pantera just going for like it's Pantera by numbers. It's like yeah, but it's meant to be Pantera by numbers,
yeah,
and we're going to go back and forth and back and forth.
yeah, yeah.
Um, my I would say this is an underrated album. If you're
Oh, it
sick
is
of listening to Vulgar for the millionth time,
massively
definitely check this
underrated.
out.
Yeah,
And I'll go, no, this is the hidden gem in the catalog. This is the underrated one in the catalog, but I just can't get behind saying it's the best in the catalog. Um, sorry. Uh, I think it's pretty much 10 out of 10 up until Death Rattle. And then the rest of the album, it's good while it's on, but as soon as it's over, I'm just like, oh, I couldn't tell you what that song was. I can sing Death Rattle in my sleep,
yeah,
Revolution the Night. I can sing, but if any of the next four came on, I'd know it was Pantera, but I'd go, which one's this again?
yeah.
And not that it's a bad thing, not that these songs are bad in any way. It sounds like I don't like it now, and now I feel bad. But it's again, it's like you said with Trendkill. It's like, yeah, but this is my I wouldn't even go to say it's my least favorite. I haven't got really a least favorite. I like them all for different reasons. But I don't know. If any of these songs, if I see Pantera tomorrow and any of these songs came on, I'd be happy. I wouldn't go, ugh, this is off that album. No, I'd be like, yeah. Especially like, oh, imagine if they opened with
Well,
Hellbound.
it tells
Yeah,
you it's no
Anyway,
spoiler because when you see them, it's going to be a different set anyway. But it tells you all you need to know that the last run they did, when I see them twice, they ended the first lot of shows with "Yesterday Don't Mean Shit,"
mm,
and then for the last two, which I saw them on for Birmingham and London, they ended them with "Revolution Is My Name." And when at Birmingham, when they said we've been doing "Yesterday Don't Mean Shit," the crowd went fucking mental because they thought that's what they were getting. They were like, "Way!" But then we said, "No, we're not going to do that." And everyone's like, "Oh!" And then we said, "No, we're going to fucking do this one instead. It's called Revolution Is My Name." And the crowd went fucking spastic. It was
yeah.
like, yes, it was. So they, like you said, they fucking love it. The crowd, the people love it. It's just the fucking posers in the press have been like, "Oh yeah, it's the one with the geezer jump through the fire." Oh, fuck off.
Well,
You know,
this is where the I don't know. I don't even think the Pantera stigma had come on then either. I think Pantera stigma came later.
I
We've
did.
ranted about that. Go back to episode 1 where we rant about Pantera
What
stigma,
we
and
do
we'll tell
best.
you exactly what we think of you. Um, mind you, those people, why are they even watching it? But
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly. Yeah.
um, yeah. So that's kind of my overall. And again, it's you know, it does, not that I dislike it in any way, but yeah. Should we talk about the artwork because apparently this is kind
It's
of
metal
like
as
the
fuck, isn't it? Metal as fuck. And that,
you just know Dimebag was behind this.
yeah.
I got a great idea for the album cover. Watch this. And I bet it was just something that they would. I bet this wasn't actually for the cover. I bet they just did that randomly, took the photo, and
Yeah,
went,
don't you?
"What? Look at this."
The
I don't
artwork,
know.
there we go. It's apparently Wikipedia, if you can believe it, obviously.
And
The
they
cover
bleep
art,
out the label on the bottle, which is
yeah.
it.
The cover art is by Scott Kaliva, who's no longer with us, unfortunately. He died in 2003. He was a friend of Phil Anselmo. Cleaver took the photo of a partygoer at Anselmo's house jumping through a bonfire, clutching a bottle of wild turkey bourbon whiskey. The bottle is pixelated on the cover, so the label will not be visible to avoid a trademark infringement. Fucking hell. So yeah, just parties at Pantera's house. Yeah, jump through some fire. Yeah.
The well, that was at
Fucking hell.
Phil's house, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
there's some videos of Phil's house now. It makes me very very jealous. That's like my perfect. It's like in the middle of nowhere for a start. So he's got loads of land. He didn't. He bought. I think the house is the house, but he
Yeah,
said
yeah,
he bought it really for the land. He's got a couple of acres, but and in his basement he's got basically this. I've got it anyway.
yeah.
But yeah, he has like a hangout room. But then he's got have you seen it where he does it up every Halloween and opens his
Oh yeah, I've seen
house?
all that. It's
Yeah,
fucking mad, isn't it? It's like
yeah.
he's well into it.
So yeah, the
But it's a typical fucking Pantera, like you say, it's a typical album cover, isn't it? It's just look at this shit. You know, Maiden have got Eddie, Pantera got some crazy fucker doing something or other, getting punched in the face,
someone,
jumping
yeah,
through fire, a drill going up somebody's ass, a fucking rattlesnake, whatever. You know, it's just Pantera being Pantera, and that's what it tells me straight away that I haven't even heard it at this point. I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is going to be a fun album.
yeah, yeah. This
And
is
it's an album where the band had finally come back together. There weren't none of this. We're recording in Dallas. I'm recording at Trent Reznor's studio on my own. This is a band together. We're writing songs together. We're moving forward. We've been through the shit, the fucking ODs and the fucking bollocks. How little did we know. But um, this sounds like a band who've are writing as a band because we mentioned it, didn't we? When a band don't write together, you can hear it.
you can tell, yeah, even subconsciously you pick it up.
Yeah.
Something don't feel right. And yeah, also like I guess this is probably the first album that sort of captures the videos. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
the albums were separate, and then the videos were the videos, and
Yeah.
the music was sort of like the soundtrack to it. It was edged in where it is
Yeah.
where it fit. This feels like it's already yeah you get the atmosphere. Yeah, there is
Yeah.
that I suppose as well. But
Yeah, you can tell it looks like they're having fun, even like making the music videos for the singles because Revolution is my name looks like a fucking blast. You know, all the kids and all that, all
oh
dressed
yeah,
up.
it's like Little Rascals. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
they're
and the
in.
fucking drumsticks on fire and all that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Smiling, happy together. None of this fucking standing there broody and all this bollocks.
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah,
fucking shame what came after because
yeah, because it didn't
secret
last.
because obviously we know that when I know personally because I was fucking at the show. Phil was a mess at this time. He still hadn't cracked it. You know, you thought the
Yeah,
OD would have been rock bottom, but he was prepared to go. He was in so much pain, obviously with his back. We're not saying he's a junkie. He was in pain. He was doing anything to get through the shows, but it was fucking up his gig, man.
well, one thing as well, what Phil would later go on to say, you mean, did no one ever notice I was on stage practically naked with just a pair of shorts on? I
Yeah,
always had my shirt off, and yet on that tour, I was always fully clothed,
yeah,
like fully like
yeah. It was shirt and everything. It
a
was
shirt over a shirt,
yeah,
and yeah, you used to wear like a workman's shirt
yeah.
with
He
like a
did.
long sleeve t-shirt underneath it,
Yeah.
because he had a brace basically
I had
holding him
fucking
together.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I was at Brixton, like the last ever show at Brixton in 2000, and it was a fucking row. It was an absolute abortion. Phil was just ranting because he
yeah.
was out of his fucking mind on whatever. And he was just ranting. And you could see, you're looking at Dime. And Dime's looking at him like, for fuck's sake, I just want to play the next song. But Phil was just, oh, he was fucking stumbling about and he was fucking pissed or stoned or fucking high on whatever to self-medicate. And it was fucked up, man. So everything we see in this album and everything we get, what comes after is obviously what we know.
Yeah,
We'll deal with that later. I mean,
yeah.
this I want to deal with it with a fun.
I've always been told Pantera were like the most inconsistent live band. It was the best band you've ever seen. and then you'll go watch them again and it'd be the worst. I've been told that by many of people.
I mean, obviously, I didn't see him in their heyday. I missed the Far Beyond Driven tour, unfortunately, like Donington in 90 fucking four and all
Mm.
that. I missed all that. I come in at
Ozfest
Ozfest night.
before, yeah.
Ozfest 98 was my first show, and it was because they hadn't been over since then. It was 4 years since they'd been over, and it was like, fuck, Pantera, go. And they were fucking, I mean, I couldn't, to me, they were amazing, but they could have been shit.
Mm.
But it was, oh, it's Pantera, so it didn't really fucking matter.
Yeah,
But they could have been a row. I don't know. It could have been, you know,
yeah,
but for everyone who was there, it was awesome.
yeah, man. Right.
But, but yeah,
Oh,
so production, obviously, there's hinted about it. This is Sterling Winfield, not Terry Date, because Terry Date famously said no more, and they were like, what? And he said, I couldn't handle the drinking. He said, I'd fucking. It got to a point they was like recording like Tranquil and that, and they were doing Blacktooth grins.
yeah.
And they're fucking slamming them down after every take. And it got to the point where he was so fucked, he was turning his head and pouring them over his shoulder.
Yeah, I've done that.
And Dime caught him
Yeah.
and
I
he
mean,
made him drink twice as much. And he basically said, if I'd have recorded this album, I'd be dead. So he had to bow out, which is like fuck. But they got in Sterling Winfield, who's apparently he worked with. I think I don't know if he was an assistant or whatever.
he had worked on other Pantera
Yeah,
albums,
he must
and
have been
I'm
assistant
looking for
producer
a
or engineer or
CD.
whatever.
Where's that gone? Because it came out this. Oh, it might be. Bear with me.
He's off. There he goes.
Yeah. Guys, if you are into Pantera, check this band out, Creeper. And the album's called Crushing, and it's produced by Sterling Winfield.
Yeah, because all it says in his Wikipedia page, obviously he did Damage Plan
Yeah.
and he did the first Hell Yeah album, but after that it just there's nothing on him. So that's cool. He's still going because they're a fairly new band. So,
Yeah, no, check these guys out. Good
but
stuff. Anyway,
well, we say it was Sterling Winfield produced it. It was the Abbott brothers. It was who produced it along with Sterling Winfield, and you can tell because the
he pushed
album,
the button.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the album sounds different. It's it's crystal clear production. You can hear everything. Kick drums, bass, snare, fucking guitar, they're all perfectly leveled. But it just sounds a bit, there's no bottom end to it. It sounds a bit empty.
I mean, I guess they
It's
would have
still
known what they were
heavy.
doing anyway through, with their dad and
Yeah.
obviously sitting in, with Terry, they would have
Yeah.
been in the
They would have been,
office
exactly.
with
Yeah.
him,
So they won't have a crack themselves. But it's a bit
Every band
like,
does it.
it's
Every
a bit like
band.
when Steve Harris did X Factor,
Yeah.
where he'd been sitting in with Martin Birch. And he got like, no, I want to do it myself. I'll get Nigel Green in. And Nigel Green was a decent producer. But the album, it, you could hear everything, but it was saying it was weird about it.
It's
And you
something,
can always
yeah,
tell first
let,
time
let,
producers.
let that person do the job that they do. It's like,
Yeah,
if it's as if, it's like if Steve Harris decided he was going to record all the guitars himself.
yeah.
But yeah, he would have done you know, he would have done a good job, but he wouldn't have done a Dave Murray
No, he wouldn't have done like
piano.
Adrian, would he, or whatever?
No,
Yeah.
like it's like Bruce Dickinson. He can play guitar, but he's not a
Oh,
guitarist.
yeah,
He
exactly.
can
Yeah,
show the guitarist the idea he's got,
yeah,
and then they will make it that. But yeah, for some reason, it's a trap many a musician falls for. They go, I can produce it
yeah,
myself, and it never. And the results speak for themselves, time and time
yeah,
again. You know.
yeah. But no. So like I say, it's perfectly produced, but just lacking some weight. And how much weight was in Tranquil?
Yeah.
I mean, that bit in Floods when it's like flood,
Yeah.
boom, boom, that was fucking, that would shake your house.
Mm.
But there's none of that weight here. I don't know whether it's conscious decision because the songs weren't, you know, they weren't as heavy emotionally. They're just metal songs, fun metal songs.
Mm.
Well, I
Yeah.
say fun, fun in inverted commas. But but no. So there's that. So it's a weird sounder, and And for the 20th anniversary, they actually released the Terry Date mix,
Yeah,
which I thought didn't made it sound worse because the bottom end was there. There was a bit more weight, but it was proper muddy. The snare. When have you never been able to hear Vinnie Paul's snare in a mix?
yeah,
It normally fucking it's cracking, isn't it? But the Terry Date mix of this album, sometimes you're like, where's the
yeah. I
fucking
mean,
snare? Where's the snare? What the fuck? I mean, so yeah, it was a good, like saying to Joe before we started, it was a good idea because they always try to do something special for the 20th anniversaries. They always give you a live album or demos or whatever. So this was a unique take. The man who was always the fifth member of Pantera, who wasn't there for the last one, gave his take on it, and he's had a go, but it wouldn't have sounded like this if he'd done it the first time round. So he's trying to work with material that, but yeah, it's a good, good for listen to as a companion piece, but it's not, it's never going to be anyone's preferred version, I don't think.
yeah. Oh, here's one for you. The guy on the front cover is Necrophagia. He's the bass player in them.
Yeah, so it
It was
explains one of Phil's many band fucking friends who's probably on his label now.
well, they started the singer of Necrophagia is the main guy in them. There's even an argument that Necrophagia's first album is the first death metal album. Um, that's your that's your distinction level metal elite argument. I
Fucking
mean,
hell,
and
yeah.
everyone's going Scream Bloody Gore or Seven
Possessed,
Crosses.
whatever it
It's
was.
like
Yeah,
nah, Necrophagia, and it's like, there's a case for it, I guess. I'm not going to. Well, I'm not going to have that row now. I don't really care either. But
yeah.
you know, yeah, according to Cam Lee, who was in Mantis, the Chuck Schuldina's pre-death band, and he went on to form Massacre. Yeah, he's like, no, for my thing, it's actually Nick Frager's first album. So there you go. Yeah, and Phil did join them briefly and did an EP with them. So right, should we get into the
Okay.
track list?
Yeah. So we open with Hellbound. Obviously, comes suitably out the speakers.
Yeah, I
You know,
I
but
think I told this on an earlier one, but yeah, me and my mate um, in HMV and that time you could ask them to play it for you.
yeah,
And I remember my mate going like, "Fucking hell!" and he pulled it in. Yeah, put them on.
yeah,
And yeah, I was like, what happened? It just like exploded. He went, put these on. Right, you on? Bam,
yeah.
bam.
Mind you, to
Yeah,
be fair, it's typical Pantera, isn't it? Because Mouth for War starts the same way. Comes straight in. Strength Beyond Strength comes in straight away. Obviously,
yeah, but
Trembling
again,
comes
like
in straight away.
when I was saying earlier about Phil having a nightmare sequencing the album, yeah, I bet that much that no intro, bang, straight in,
Yeah.
no messing
But,
about.
but the thing is that yeah, that works. But then the song is actually it sort of lumbers. It's weird. The chorus is fantastic,
Hmm.
absolutely fantastic. Phil's scream is like fucking chef's kiss. Da-dun,
Yeah,
fucking it's like it's immense. But the verses for me, they fucking kill all the momentum.
I don't know. I think it's the opposite way around. It builds the momentum. Because
Yeah,
it
I
is
don't
like
know.
it's like one long intro because it's dun dun right we're here, and then right now we're
Yeah,
building up,
and
and
then
then
for me the arse drops out of
you know
it. I can see what you're saying, but for me, don't the arse drops out after that intro. Then it's like, oh, the core, yes, and then oh, fucking, we're back. Oh, yeah. And it's like it's not.
yeah, but then it finds it does that twice, doesn't it? And then goes
Yeah,
into which one is it? The burn to a world so young and proud, but your head stands up there in a
yeah,
cloud. It goes all grow your hair and crawl inside yourself
yeah,
because you
yeah. Because it
cannot,
speeds, yeah, speeds up. Yeah.
yeah. And it's not even 3 minutes long. It's was
Oh no, it's
yeah.
fucking short and sweet, isn't it? One of their shortest songs.
Yeah. I think it's just you know an icebreaker, shall we say? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
And then we get into the fucking absolute gold
yeah.
of fucking goddamn electric. Oh mate, what a fucking song this is. I just cannot stress enough for me that this is this should be in everybody's top 10 Pantera songs because it is fucking, it's just awesome. The lyrics, the music, fucking everything. And you got Kerry King on it as well. So what more do you want?
Yeah.
I mean, the lyrics are fucking amazing. You can listen to it and you'd be like, yeah, man, Phil's singing about me.
My trust lies in whiskey and weed and in Striper.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Again, to me, it felt like a bit of a B-side, to be honest.
Really? Fuck, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and mind you, I
I
think, didn't we do this? I think we did this on Gully and Joe, didn't we?
don't know, did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did because I was fucking raving about it then, and you and Gully were like, yeah, whatever.
Well, it's like when like someone I remember reading a thing once. It's like when someone's running out of ideas when they're writing a song about writing a song, or if they're writing a song
Yeah, you
about
said that
heavy
before.
metal.
Yeah,
But it's I do like it. Don't get me wrong. But again, like Phil's lyrics to me were always like about I don't know. There was always like a serious subject or a dark subject or something a bit more like he was. I don't know. And then this one's just basically about.
yeah. See, but that's
But
what
then
draws
again,
me to it
yeah, this is the
because
thing.
we're back. Yeah, like you said earlier, we're back to that what Pantera started out when he came back.
Yes,
It's
I
like
know, I understand. This is
they've got through the like on the face of it, prima facie, they've got through the horror. This is them. They're being a fucking metal band again. They're not being an extreme band. They're being a fucking heavy metal band.
yeah.
And he's actually singing somewhere like he used to sing, and the way he and
And I
the
get
fuck
the. I
that,
mean,
but he's still extreme because the way he shrieks, goddamn electric.
yeah. I mean,
Every time
I
comes,
like the song better today than I did originally because and the lyrics do make sense. Like the part of me that's always 16.
yeah.
I
The
found the
secret of
secret to
eternal
eternal
youth is just
youth.
fucking the secret of eternal youth is just listening to your music. Just
Yeah, because you always
you're always
you
going to
never
be
lose that
young.
feeling.
Yeah,
And even now, I'm 41 years old. I'm straight back at school listening to Mary Ann Hobbs. I
yeah,
remember exactly where I was,
yeah,
and it's as if no, it don't feel like 25 years has gone.
yeah. And I fucking loved it. The chorus, the riff for the chorus, it's so much attitude. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh yeah,
dun,
it's got that
dun,
dime bag.
dun, dun, dun.
It does
Dime's
just
playing on
feel,
this
yeah,
all the way
it's got
through. It's
dime
just
just
fucking,
bending with it. Yeah, just
oh yeah,
jamming and
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, the rhythm on this, like between the three amigos, is as fucking good as it's
That's
ever been.
probably why it's Rex's favorite as well, because it was probably the one where it's probably the songs that are most fun to play.
Yeah,
And there was probably, like you said, there was probably a vibe at the time where they were just let's just do what works.
they were a band having fun. That's what it sounded like anyway. Obviously,
Yeah,
like I say, but it's just fucking, this song, like I say, it is top 10 for me. It is such a good song, and I love Phil's vocals on it. Everything about it is just fucking brilliant. And then, like I say,
his
Kerry
vocals
King,
are good on it. He's yeah,
we get Kerry King recording a solo in the toilet at Ozfest.
yeah,
Quick,
yeah.
do something, Kerry. Okay, fucking, But
Um,
I just love it.
we'll get back to it to Slayer because yeah, there's another memory. Um, but when we get to that song, I'll talk about it then.
Oh, we
But
go. I found a quote from Dime actually.
go on.
Um, we've got a song on our record called "Goddamn Electric," and that is the fucking feeling we get when we're on stage, boozed up, got a full house, everybody slamming to the grooves. It's fucking goddamn electrifying. It's the same feeling I get when I'm driving in my fucking car with my stereo on 10, ripping Slayer that kills. It's not about how mad I am at the world. I'm a happy motherfucker. Shit's good, We just like to play fucking powerful hard edge music. It's a rush, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that probably puts things into context. That's
Yeah,
where they were at the time. The Pantera were, for that time was like an outlet for angry youth.
yeah.
And but yeah, Dimebag was never like that.
No, he was always the party man, wasn't he?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
him and Vinny. They were, they were partying. They were having fun.
They were Van Halen. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Obviously Phil bought the anger because obviously he was a pissed off guy. Yeah, everyone's fucking. He bought the anger. That's why I think a lot of, like I said, there was absolute horror when Rita and that heard what Phil's lyrics were for Floods because
Because Phil had got into the underground and he wanted and he felt like Pantera weren't cool, And he
yeah,
started listening to fucking idiots.
yeah,
Um, Pantera had become mainstream as extreme a mainstream band can get. And he was listening to these, he was listening to like black metal and
oh yeah, he was listening to some
grindcore and
scary shit, wasn't he? It's
yeah, and he was obviously hanging around with like people like Seth Putman and
yeah,
yeah, he was probably thinking, I want to be, well, he's been trying ever since to put out all these underground,
oh
these
yeah, yeah,
extreme metal albums, but they never take either, do they? Let's be
no,
honest. And
no,
yeah, he should have been grateful for what he had at the time. I know
yeah,
he's grateful now,
oh
but
yeah, he is, yeah.
yeah, I don't think he fully appreciated what he had at
No,
the
he
time.
didn't. He didn't at all. And if he did, it wouldn't have ended the way it ended.
It was the same similar sort of thing with Motley Crue. For some reason, Nicky Six was getting it into his head that Mick Mars couldn't quite cut it on guitar, and he was hanging out with different musicians.
You shitting
He,
me?
he was hanging about like he was listening to Nine Inch Nails and Marilyn
Yeah,
Manson, and he felt like he felt like he was getting long in the tooth. I don't know. He was trying to keep up with the youth,
yeah, yeah,
while Mick Mars was just like, well, no, it's because of them we're here,
yeah,
like because of us they're here.
yeah.
Sorry,
Exactly. Yeah, that we
and
paved the way. I mean, and they've been going since they've been going longer than fucking Metallica, and
yeah, and they had he felt like he was being pushed out of the on this particular album, and they were even talking about like getting other guitarists, like guest guitarists in, and yeah, he was just like, "Am I even in the band anymore?"
Yeah,
And he sat Nick down in the studio, and he just said, "You see that there, that gold record there, and see that gold record there, and see that, and like see all these albums that have made you a fucking millionaire. I played guitar on every single one of them. You
yeah,
ungrateful little fuck."
yeah,
Like, and I
yeah.
right fucking
Right,
put
yeah,
Nicky in his place,
right, and all.
It's in the dirt, everyone knows it. I don't even know if
Yeah,
it was in that film, but he was just like, yeah, you better start respecting me because,
yeah,
and I think it's a similar sort of thing going on there, you know.
yeah, yeah,
But no, I mean, Goddamn Electric, like I say, I like it a lot more today. But I don't know, this whole album just feels separate from the other four, and again, I know that's that's the point.
that's the attraction,
Yeah,
because Cowboys is totally different to the other three.
yeah, I know.
That's why I love it. You got the bookends. You've got the journey of. I mean, obviously, we forget the others because they have. They don't. They're good for what they were, but they don't count.
Yeah, I
It
know.
all starts Cowboys from Hell,
Mm.
and it ends at the end of I'll Cast a Shadow. Everything between that is a journey, and for me, they fucking started out. They'd been around the world. They were finally glad to be home, and
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
they were
That's good.
like, right, we know what we've had all this, we've had this experience, we've got it all out of our system. They've had the heavy metal Rom Springer.
Yeah,
They're fucking, from like yeah, Amish. They fucking gone and experienced it, and they're like, no, I want to come back to where I started, and we
yeah.
want to fun. We want to make metal again. We
I
grew
didn't
up
know that was
listening to
called the
Priest,
Rom Stream. I didn't know what
yeah,
that was,
from the
but yeah,
Amish, yeah. But they go off, don't they, and they find themselves, and if
they let them go free.
yeah,
Well,
they
they
let them
let them
go,
go.
and if they're like, right, you can either come back or you can be English and
Yeah,
stay out there. We don't want you back. But yeah, but for me, that's how it is, and I think that's why I love it so much. It's Pantera being comfortable in his skins, being Pantera, and no better example of that of Goddamn Electric. And then for me, they follow it up with another for me top 10 Pantera song.
yeah, right.
Yes, they don't mean shit, man.
Great
Fuck,
song.
what a riff! What a riff!
Yeah,
What drums? What fucking vocals? What bass is panning? It's just perfect. Absolutely perfect.
yeah. I guess this is another sort of statement of intent of where the band are at the time. So
Yeah,
you've got Goddamn Electric, and then yes, they don't mean shit. I suppose it's saying goodbye to past glories as well as past failures. Really,
Yeah,
it's like your own. I guess it's like when the boxers say you're only as good as your last fight. Um, yeah, that's where the lyrics are.
yeah. Like no rewinding time. Reliving old reviews is a useless tool of confusion. Don't hold your breath for the turnaround. You know, they're still they're still going on about the trend. It's evident in this.
Yeah,
But
I think it means both. It's yesterday don't mean shit because yeah, so it's a that it's a saying that cuts both ways. So even if you were on top, yeah, but where are you now? What have you done
yeah,
lately?
that's it. Yeah,
But
don't.
you fucked up at time. Yeah, so what? I'm over it now. Like it works. Today is the day, basically. For better for worse, regardless. Um, yeah, you were on. You were champion once, but now look at you. You're
Yeah,
stripped of your title.
what's it
But at the
matter?
same time, yeah, I know I lost that last fight, but now I'm back. Yeah, yesterday,
Yeah, I've got to
either
face
way,
tomorrow. Yeah,
yesterday don't mean shit. Yeah, that's where I get lyrics from.
yeah. No, they do. They work both ways. So yeah, well analysed. So yeah, but
And
it's a fucking banger of a song, man.
yeah, and it's a great like the riffing on this is amazing.
Dun,
And
dun, 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 dun. Dime and Vinny together on this, they just kill it.
yeah, I mean,
Absolutely kill it.
no one can drum the way Vinny can drum for Dime. Like they two.
Yeah,
I found myself again just air drumming along and
yeah. I
um,
fucking I've got this on my playlist when I'm in the studios on Saturday mornings, and when this comes on, man, it's just the fucking I love it. I go balls to the wall. It's like I'm playing in front of 12,000 people. I'm in a studio the size of my bedroom, but I just shut my fucking eyes and there's just limbs everywhere because it's such a good song to play.
yeah.
It's fucking amazing. And like you say, Vinny and Dime, they were the perfect musicians for each other. A bit like Eddie and Alex, they were the perfect musicians for each other.
Well, they were just in sync with each other, didn't they?
It's it. It's the sibling thing, isn't it?
Mm.
And I don't know whether you're into Hailstorm as much. Obviously, you see him supporting Maiden, but
I've seen
Liz,
them before that.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
they're
Lizzie and RJ, as brother and sister, so they've got the same sort of vibe. They are fucking in sync with each other,
yeah.
and it works. You know, it's the sibling thing. I'd never be able to understand it because I'm an only child, but I see it in these people, and I think, fuck, man, to have that bond, to be able to, you know, especially if you're learning an instrument together, it must be crazy.
Well, I think as well, just if you've jammed together as much as they had, it's
Yeah,
But even then, there's a band that's tight, but then there's the yeah they didn't just jam together. They were playing records together
yeah,
before they could even play.
yeah,
So they know they understand each other musically and get where each other's coming from. But yeah, I mean, I say I've been critical. I feel like I've been critical, but again, I've
yeah.
not
You've
in.
been critical, but it's not been critical.
Yeah,
That's what you said. That's why this album is such a fucking weird one.
I mean, I blasted through my workouts all
Yeah,
week. Like, I actually, if anything, ran out of time. Like normally, I've got some albums that I listen to where right now you're finished,
yeah,
and I was like doing other stuff, and I was like, oh, we're done already. Like
yeah,
it was like that, and luckily I had a hole in the sky to do that last, you know,
yeah.
but
I can say, yeah, last fucking 7 minutes or whatever.
yeah, but yeah, no,
That's a fucking
it's.
mad old cover, by the way, isn't it?
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. In fact, that's what I was thinking. I knew I was thinking something. Right. This. Oh, I need to rewind the entire bloody episode now. Because I've Hole in the Sky. I was listening to Hole in the Sky and I was like, this is what I was trying to say. This is Pantera's Sabotage. Yeah.
So you'll have to elaborate
just in
because
case. Right,
for my sins, I'm not a major Sabbath fan. So
right. Funnily enough, you mentioned Gully earlier. This is Gully's favourite Sabbath album. Um, and yeah, all right, I'm okay with that. I couldn't decide because I'm anal like that. But I get where he comes from because this was where Sabbath just went bollocks. Because again, they evolved from album to album to album, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath was a little arty farty in places,
yeah,
but they were going through. You'll have to do your homework, but they were going for a court case where they weren't getting paid anything, and people were like getting mansions off of Black
yeah,
Sabbath money, but
yeah.
Black Sabbath was still on the same money they were on at the beginning. A tale as old as time. The Who went through it.
Oh yeah,
Everyone
it's
went through
fucking
it.
musician. It's the music
Um,
business, isn't it?
and this court case had drained them. You know, the band were pissed off, not with each other. The band were united, but that album was Sabbath versus the world, and that was where, if anything, arguably that, yeah, there was this evolution over the first four albums, and this one, Sabbath are just, we're going for the throat. We don't give a fuck. We are,
Yeah,
and it's a balls to the wall album, and it's so heavy. Yeah, Hole in the Sky is the opening track. Yeah, Symptom of the Universe,
yeah. Another monster.
Megalomania. You know, it's just a, yeah, balls to the wall album. It's just banger after banger, and yeah, and I felt like that was that with Pantera. This was the first album where it was Pantera just being Pantera. There is no
Yeah,
let's try this. Oh, we've got, there is
yeah,
no curveball where it's like, we're doing this now, or there's
yeah.
no, it's like, no, you know what Pantera is, we know what Pantera is, this is it. And yeah, this, and listening to Hole in the Sky kind of made me think that, like, it was my take at the time. And it's only
Got
because you
it.
said Hole in
Yeah,
the Sky
yeah.
it jogged my memory. But I was thinking in the back of my head, there was a point you wanted to make here. But
Well, we got there.
hey, this channel ain't scripted. Never
That's
was,
it.
never will
Fucking
be.
right.
I shoot
Exactly.
from the hip.
Exactly.
As I gotta step up a lip. Yeah. Where are we anyway?
We are at
You've got to
track.
belong to it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you
Right.
got to belong to it. Um,
Um,
suppose this is what you people would deem filler, but as we, it's for me, it's not as bad filler as the filler we had on Tranquil, like Living Through Me and
I don't
13
think this is
Steps.
filler at all.
No, I'm saying, but
Yeah.
this is what might, but no, the fucking, the riffiness, what Dime's doing, it's like, what?
This brings me back to Slayer.
It's like, fucking hell,
Yeah.
like,
Um,
unbelievable. And
Mary Ann Hobbs had Slayer on.
yeah,
And, Tom Araya being practically horizontal on how
fuck yeah, he's unreal, isn't
um he's like, hardly even speaking. He's like, hey, yeah. It's
he?
Kerry doing all the talking.
Yeah,
And she went, so we're going to be playing some tracks for you, and you've made your own selections. And Tom, you want to hear Davidium by Machine Head? And there's just this pause. Tom goes, okay. And then it's just and she said, your publicist, your manager, we asked what tracks you wanted to play earlier, and this was your choice. Oh, was it? Oh, okay, yeah.
fucking hell,
It's
this
just,
is
do you want to
unreal.
hear Davidium?
I fucking love
Yeah,
him.
yeah, okay. Yeah. No, you chose it, did I?
The geezer,
So
Tom, you're in a band, mate. You
yeah,
got a gig later, have I? Oh, right, okay.
yeah. It's always
What
like
a legend.
at the end of the song, like when there's just that pause, and then it's Tom just smiling.
Yeah,
Like,
what a legend.
yeah,
Oh, fuck.
um,
That's what he was like at fucking Finsbury Park in the summer. He
yeah,
fucking forgot the lyrics to Angel of Death, I think. And he's just smiling, just grinning, playing bass, and he's like, just didn't give a fuck. And then it like waited for the song to come back around, and he's Angel of Death, and he's like just into it. I love the geezer.
yeah, yeah. But then it came to Kerry, and he went like, "What do you want to hear?" And yeah, he chose "You Want to Belong to It." You want to belong. You belong.
You've got to belong to it.
You got to belong to it. And yeah, he just went that crazy riff.
Yeah,
It,
it's insanity.
and at the end of it, he went like, even the first time I heard it, I was just only Dimebag
Yep,
would have come out with that.
exactly. Yeah,
Just
it's an insane riff.
yeah, and
And then he follows it up with an equally insane riff for the chorus. You've got to be, oh fuck me. You recognize it while some ignore it.
yeah,
It's fucked, man. It's the more I think about it, yeah,
and
it's a fucking
it's kind of part two lyrically of Goddamn Electric, really, isn't it? You've
yeah,
got to,
it
you know,
is. Yeah, I'm looking
it's
at the lyrics now. Yeah, you recognize it with some ignore it, avoid the masses.
yeah.
You smoke your head on straight. Fucking hell. Then drink your woes away. Fucking hell, Phil.
Some might not understand possession beyond your hands. The music is your friend, but the roof above my head. So seriously, I mean,
Yeah,
Phil's always, kind of perfectly vague as well. It's
he
always
is,
the,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I think that was you. I watched a video earlier, and he just sort of says, you kind of don't choose metal. Metal chooses you.
Yeah,
You can't. It's like you can't choose who you're attracted to or something like that. Like some things are just what they are,
yeah,
and when you become a metaler, there is no you are you. What am I putting? Great saying. If you're not now, you never were.
yeah,
I know
exactly.
you. I know you listened to Slipknot one summer,
It's like, well,
but
Steve
if
Fuse,
you're not obsessed with metal now, then
yeah,
you never were a metaler, and you're never at the end. You're never at the
yeah.
bottom.
Well,
You're forever
Steve
finding
Fuse,
new
yeah,
bands. You're
Steve
forever finding
Fuse,
new albums.
the Australian comedian,
A legend, yeah.
he summed it up on one of his stand-up shows. He did a thing. His segment was called Till Death.
Mm.
He said metal, it's till death. And he said, you get these fucking people who are like, oh yeah, I used to be into Black Sabbath. And he's like, no, you didn't, mate.
Yeah, no, you weren't. Yeah,
No, you weren't. You know you didn't. I used to be into heavy metal, but now I like trance. And he's like, well, you're a fucking idiot, you know, till death.
yeah,
And it is, you're into metal. You can like other shit, but it's never, oh yeah, I used to be into metal. I'm not into it anymore. That's bollocks.
yeah,
It catches hold of your soul and don't let go. Everyone listens to other music, fuck's sake, but it's not like, yeah, you've got to belong to it. And you do belong to it. Because like you say, it just, you're not one and done, are you?
yeah, yeah. It's and I think that's pretty much. I mean, I still listen to Steve now. He turns up on
Oh yeah,
podcasts and that, and he's
he's proper.
even beyond comedy. That guy's
Oh
deep.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
He's got
you
his
know,
theories.
and he just sort of says, oh, well, explain it to me, like in a what what do you want to fucking tweet? I've read over 100 books of this stuff.
Yeah,
Over 20 fucking years, and you wanted a fucking paragraph,
yeah, he's
But
brilliant.
he what was I mean, and have you ever listened to him on a podcast? Like he was tape trading with some names back in the day because in
No, I've only ever
Australia
seen.
they were all kind of cut off.
Yeah,
Some the best ones actually is with Alan Averill because they share they he came over to Ireland and basically slept on his floor, and then vice versa. They kind of knew each other before Primordial was signed and before Steve became
yeah,
professional. They were mates, so they kind of go back, and they kind of reminisce about how metal was, and all the they get he gets a bit well they both get a bit old man yelling at clouds sometimes,
yeah, yeah.
but
Best
oh,
way to be.
but it's really good. Listen, it's really good, and it's what Steve says as well. He was talking about you know, you got a tape in a post with a fucking piece of paper and some writing. And that tape mean everything to you. You listen to that thing 100 times, and now Spotify and you're
Yeah,
not meeting people, and and people go, oh, he's like, how comes you're complaining or as everything? He's like, because you don't know what you're missing.
yeah,
It's like, no, no, listen to that again. You don't know what you're missing.
yeah,
It's like he really hammers it
yeah. No,
home. And
make him right. Yeah, we were lucky enough to be part of it.
oh, there's a breast one. I think this was in his stand up though, when he ended up going in some country and he ended up staying with some people. He said this person
I was it about the fucking geezer. I've
He
got
owns
over 150 Iron Maiden heavy
Iron
metal
Maiden
t-shirts.
shirts and one
I
pair
only
of
have two
jeans.
pairs of jeans. I believe I have made the right choice.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
He said, "How old are you?" And he's like,
How
"He's
old? Yeah,
20 years older than him." He's like I'm older than you, 20 years. And he went,
yeah,
"You're lucky.
yeah. You
Like
have
you're
more. You
lucky
had
for
more
being
time
older.
to see Iron
You've
Maiden.
had more time to see Iron Maiden." Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. That's the same geezer with the skullet, isn't it?
I'd have to
Said he.
fucking see if I can reach out to him and get him on the show.
Oh mate, it'd be
Oh,
proper. That'd be so good.
I'm gonna, yeah. Right, audience, put us in touch with Steve. If you know
Yeah,
Steve Hughes, put him in touch with us.
yeah,
I'd love to have
exactly.
a
Yeah,
chat with him.
yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Um, yeah. Anyway,
Well, yeah. So
right,
on to
another hour.
yeah,
Uh,
on to a fucking another absolute banger.
yeah, I mean this
Revolution is my fucking name. And
again. This could have opened the album. It could have
well,
opened.
this was a single,
It
and I
was the
remember
single.
I
Yeah, I
remember
remember.
where I was when I heard this. I was in a mate's car. We were driving through Basildon, and it was a rock show. Obviously I can't remember when it was.
It
It
must
must
be
have
the
been fairly,
same show.
must have been fairly late, but it was where they played it for the first time.
This must
And it
be
was
the
like
same show.
and
I
it was
was at
like
school.
after the
Yeah,
break, we're going to play the new single by Pantera, and we both like it's like no, don't take your eyes off the road, Steve. We're going to crash
yeah,
because I was passenger, and it's like fuck. So we drove around till like just fucking driving around until the fucking thing come on, and it was like fuck, man. It was just it's it's metal as fuck, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. And I
Kick
remember.
on the snare, innit? Oh, fuck me, man.
Well, it's just that explosion at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and
You
then
know, just
yeah,
what the fuck is going on? And then there's,
yeah,
you know, it's quite doomy in a way. And then
yeah.
just,
Oh fuck,
but
man.
even then, just the riff during the chorus because it's quite slow and like sort of stomping along, and
Yeah,
then just that it's like it kind of holds back in a way with that
yeah.
with this Sabbathy riff like in the middle of all the chaos.
Yeah.
But
And
that
then
is the main hook because I remember as well listening to that show and anything that was coming up. Like I was basically listening to it with the tape recorder like that the whole show just in case, you know, like
yeah, yeah. We've all
and it,
been there.
record. And then I remember listening to it in school in the playground the next day. And I just remember having that like riff.
Yeah.
That was what.
It will never change, so here it stays forever. I mean, and Phil's vocals on that, man, fucking hell, his
Yeah,
voice is phenomenal. It's like this is where you've been, Phil. You know, none of that screaming shit. This is the Phil Anselmo who was at the time in the 90s was just the greatest metal vocalist on the planet. You know, the guy had just phenomenal pipes, and he's proven it now. Even at the end, when you think he's shot to shit and all the rest of it, and he's still pulling it out of the bag, man. The fantastic voice. But
yeah,
everything about this song is a winner.
yeah. It is classic Pantera. Yeah, without a
Fucking
shadow
right. I
of a
mean,
doubt.
if you don't listen to any other tracks off the album,
And again, it's
listen
another. It's
listen to
that
this.
statement of intent in it because it's
Yeah,
like the boys are back in town, like
they
the
are
daddies are
revolution,
back.
and
Yeah,
it's like that line. I don't know the film Under Siege, Steven Seagal. It's like where Tommy Lee Jones' character's fucking flipping out at the end. And he said, "What do you think about this? This movement can only go so far." And he's like, and that's why it's called movement because it goes so far, then it stops. This is a revolution. It keeps coming back around in your face, and it's just Tommy Lee Jones just flipping out. But it's like, right, the revolution of metal is back.
yeah,
We've
yeah,
been through the fucking extreme shit. We're now back to the fucking metal.
yeah.
And who did metal better than Pantera in the 90s?
The band,
No,
you know,
no
again,
bastard.
you can argue to the cows come home that Pantera suck. Pantera injected new life into
Yeah,
metal. I know there was the underground. There always was the underground. There always
yeah.
will be the underground. We get that. But, you know, you wouldn't have had your Morbid Angels getting on MTV
Yeah.
without someone like Pantera being the mediator
Well,
between
yeah,
Morbid
without Far
Angel
Beyond Driven debuting at number one.
and Rat. It's and this whole gold, the sort of rose tinted spectacles of like, yeah, heavy metal did rule MTV, but fucking MTV, as I don't know if I was talking about this the other day, you can't choose your audience. MTV didn't want the metal audience.
No, they didn't. They just,
It was always
that's why they gave
relegated
us
to the
2 hours a week.
yeah,
2 hours a week out of
or whenever
fucking
when it, I mean,
24/7 music. 2 hours a fucking week of metal. Get the
yeah, but
fuck
even
fucking
still, you still had, especially in the beginning. I mean, you can any interview with Dio, look, Dee Snider,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
will tell you all about it. In fact, it was him that invented Headbangers Ball. It was called something else to begin with,
yeah,
and it was only when he went, right, it's been 2 years, you've got all these views, any chance of me getting paid? And they were like, oh no. And that's when Ricky Ratton came in and they
yeah, yeah.
rebranded it as Help. But the concept was given to him by Dee Snider. I mean, I don't know if Dee Snider's a bit like Gene Simmons. Like, I invented
No,
that.
I don't think
Yeah,
he is.
but
To me, Gene, I always loved Dee Snider for when they got called up in that court case.
yeah,
And he
yeah,
went
yeah,
there with his fucking big hair and his fucking makeup, and he fucking sat down with a fucking 28-page essay that he'd written, and he just eviscerated the fucking PMRC and all that bollocks.
yeah,
He just
yeah.
eviscerated them with just well thought, reasoned arguments, because not all metalers are fucking idiots.
Mm,
You
yeah.
know, we're quite intelligent people.
No, I mean, me and Dee fell out recently, but
Oh yeah, he's
yeah,
been a bit of a bell. Let's not fuck about. Most fucking musicians have been a bit of a bell over the last 5 years.
mm.
But no, what he did back in the 80s,
Oh, he
we
will. He will that. Yeah, he will
yeah,
always. And he's always flown the flag for
he
metal,
has,
and
yeah. And for that he deserves respect. Like I say,
yeah, and he has it. But I'm not banging my head on that wall anymore.
no,
I've
no, it's
said what I've
fucking,
said,
yeah, exactly. It's a waste of time.
but you know,
Yeah,
we are where we are.
yeah, exactly.
But
But it's like, but yeah, like you say, we are in the midst of a band saying like, no, metal is back.
yeah, and
Or metal, we never fucking went anywhere. You're back.
yeah, it's like no, we've stood still. The world's come round to us,
Yeah,
and it's a bit like what you were saying about Under Siege. That history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme.
yeah,
That's one of my favourite sayings. When people
yeah,
go history, it's like no, it's not. It rhymes. But yeah, everything comes full circle, and what's old's new again, and this was their time again.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it was short lived. Let's get on to the next one. Now, this is my favourite track on the album.
Death rattle. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of like it's kind of like Hellbound too. Like
Yeah.
if this was
It's
a
another short
vinyl,
one, isn't it?
this would open side B,
Right there. Yeah, yeah. It
and
would.
just like Hellbound, really, it's kind of like just like a palate cleanser, really.
Yeah, it
It,
is.
it
It's
it's
like you say,
because
it's a good companion piece.
it's just smack bang in the middle. But I remember just around this time as well, as although Revolution was the single, this always seemed to be the one that radio shows played. I think it's probably because it is very short and
Yeah,
to the
whereas
point.
Revolution in My Name is nearly 6 minutes, so
And
it's
it was, I remember Ian Canfield. I think Ian Canfield, because Ian Canfield was Mary Ann Hobbs was the bigger show,
yeah. The Ian
but Ian
Canfield was
Canfield
XFM,
was the better one.
was XFM. Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, I remember. I think he opened a show because you had the intro to the
yeah. And he'd always play a song,
and
wouldn't
then
he?
straight
And then
into a song. There was
yeah,
never any, and it led nicely into the song. It was always very well selected,
yeah,
and I think he's local,
yeah. I think he's an
because
Estuary boy. I think yeah,
I remember him playing Kilkus, and he said oh, that was such and such from upcoming album Pattern of Self Designed. He went, I'm just looking at the press release here, and if anyone from the band's listening to this, can you please contact me because I think I might have gone to school with one of you. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
guessing you know he's a local lad, but
yeah,
yeah, I remember Death Rattle. That was the song that was being played. Revolution was my name was the single, but this was the
yeah,
song
yeah,
that came. It was, and it was always sort of dropped in the middle of a stream of songs. Or I remember it being in clubs a couple of times as well. But yeah, Phil just sounds evil when he just goes
Oh yeah, it does.
Death Rattle Snake. Yeah,
Yeah, Yeah, this is for them. He's saying about his back crooning.
Yeah,
He still had the venom.
yeah. It's
He
just
still had the venom, and this is it. But yeah, it's a good song.
I never quite could tell if it was Death Rattle Shakes or Death Rattle Snakes, but
Death Rattle Shakes. It's obviously
yeah, it
it's
makes
what.
more.
Yeah, well, it's you should Death Rattle. This apparently when you
Yeah, I
die,
get
and
it. Yeah, I get it
yeah,
now. I was just as a school
yeah,
kid.
at the time, yeah,
It still sounded cool, regardless.
yeah,
Yeah, man. Again, it's just, and I love the way the like when it, it's the
yeah,
riffs that
and yeah,
it's a
Vinny
sim. It's
controls
like
it.
they're simple riffs. They're not going to be simple riffs. Nothing Dimebag ever. Well, this is the thing. This is a good riff. A riff that sticks in your head.
Yeah.
People look their nose down on AC/DC, call it dumb
Oh
music. It's like,
fucking hell,
yeah,
yeah, whatever.
but are people tapping along to it to what
Yeah,
your ever so sophisticated music is? You know, like
that's it. Yeah,
Little Richard said, um, I make your toe wiggle in your boot. That's
yeah,
what I do. You know,
exactly. Yeah, is it.
but the and that just that dun, 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 dun. But that was the best thing about Dime is that, or I suppose with Vinny as well, they could make something as simple as dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Yeah, well, the thing is,
absolutely slam,
if you
and
notice,
then just
yeah, it's because Vinny changes the drum beat. Obviously, he's going
yeah,
fast paced,
mm,
and then he fucking halves it.
yeah,
Boom.
then dun, dun,
And
dun, 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 dun.
you
But
know,
when that kicks in, so that dun, 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 and then it death rattle shaking,
yeah,
it's like police sirens kick in.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but it works. And then yeah, just when he does that death rattle shakes, it's just in that deep. Oh, it just sounded so
yeah.
evil.
It's like Phil. It's
Yeah,
Phil. It's Phil.
and yeah, I think this is my favorite on the album. And up until this point, it's like banger after banger. Now, as we go through the rest of the album,
I think we're
none of
gonna
it's
fall out
bad. I really want to stress, none of this is bad. I was lifting and doing my thing all the way through it. But when it was over, I didn't have any. It was just like yeah, and that's always been the case with this album. The second half of it, I just kind of just goes out the other. So you're going to tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'll grind that axe for a long time. I mean, this is for me again. I remember saying this at the time when we did the metal show that for me this is another top ranking fucking Pantera song. This is another for me an all time classic because this is old Pantera. This is fuck. It's weird. It's Pantera mixing the their two sides for me. This is extreme Pantera mixing with classic Pantera,
Yeah,
and because this is them going straight back to Tranquil. Every fucking year it stays the same. Everybody changes to suit the day. Out of pride, I isolate my fears. Never turned our backs on why we're here. We'll grind that axe for a long time. This is them talking about the trend. People just fucking doing this, selling out all that shit. So this is that extreme part of Pantera that I wasn't, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but I wasn't a massive fan of. But this is mixing with the classic, and it's such a dirty song.
yeah.
I mean, the fucking riffs, they're just dripping with attitude. It's like this is a song where all four of them are like, no, we fucking hate you. You know,
Yeah,
we might be your mates, but for the next 5 minutes, we fucking hate you.
yeah.
And it's just Phil just wearing his art. Fucking Will. It's so annoying because,
It's a dirty, murky riff for it as well.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's grime. Absolutely. It could have come straight out of fucking New Orleans, this. In
I
fact,
do wonder how much like I know Dime would have obviously wrote the lion's share, but I do wonder
you
if
think
if
Phil brought
Phil
riffs in?
ever brought riffs in. How would we know?
Oh, he must have done.
Because it always says like
Music by
music room.
Pantera, isn't
Yeah, it
it? So you
doesn't.
never really know. It's not like with Maiden where you know full well that Steve wrote the
It just
music
says
and
all songs written and arranged by Pantera.
yeah,
That's it. Yeah. Which, okay, fair enough.
yeah.
But I do wonder. I do sometimes wonder. Did he ever go? Yeah, it wouldn't have been a lot. You know,
Oh no. But I think
but
this would be one of them. If there
mm,
ever was a Phil song,
yeah,
it's this. Because it's I mean, it's definitely his fucking lyrics. I mean,
mm,
but no, I fuck it, I loved it. I mean, the lyrics are just fucking just the last chorus, every fucking song remains the same to everyone who sucks up for the fame. Out of strength, you know we speak the truth. Every trend that dies is living proof. We'll grind that axe for a long time.
yeah, and it goes in again with it's not until I'm talking about it now that we're seeing a recurring theme. It's a
Yeah,
statement of intent, like, no,
yeah,
we are back. Don't take no notice of what's going
yeah,
on now, because
exactly.
they're going to, well, a
Yeah,
lot
it's
a
the
lot of the
it's the
bands
po
are still around today,
yeah,
but
they are. But it's the post chorus as well. We'll grind that axe for like where Phil's sort of arguing with himself.
mm,
We'll grind that axe for a long time. And I said, yeah, we'll grind that axe for a long time. And I fucking again, I'll say, we'll grind that axe for a long time. The smell in the air is chicken shit. And then Dime comes in with that that proper grimy fucking riff.
yeah,
You know, it's I fucking love it.
um, yeah, no, you know, it's a cool track. It's one of the slower ones, but it's murky. It's big. The next track,
It's a weird one, and it's sort of this one and the next one. They're good. It's a good juxtaposition, really,
it's
because
kind of reminds me of like a sort of like a hardcore intro, because it is just the
yeah,
drums at the beginning, and it's like a the opening of an encore, like when it dun, 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 and then they will go
yeah,
into the song then. And I do remember because the drum beat was kind of like, I remember when that drums kicked in, it was like, right, you're near the end. Start start thinking about
yeah,
wrapping things up. But yeah, I mean, this is again another short, punchy song, bit much into the vein of like Hellbound
yeah. I
or
mean,
Death Rattle. It's kind
yeah,
of like this is just like another. I suppose it's like what I refer to as a palate cleanser. If you've had like a
yeah.
slightly longer thing song, this is another short, punchy song just to get things moving, and
I mean, re reading the fucking lyrics, it's about getting pissed
then
on one whole bottle uplifting. There's no telling what I'll do. Run headfirst into traffic, a mindset of annihilation. No sense makes sense. It's like fucking hell, you know?
it is just the videos, isn't it? Written,
Yeah, it is. It's just about them getting battered.
yeah.
And it's like
There's a
I'll do
nice
anything that I want. I'll get everything that I ask. And if this message bothers you, you just kiss my fucking arsehole.
um Rex has got some evil sounding bass on this one. He even has like
Oh
a
yeah.
little bit of a solo.
It's that bit in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah,
Where he has his Cliff Burton moment.
yeah, yeah.
Just before it kicks into an absolutely savage fucking uplifting now and fucking just slams you on the floor.
Mhm.
But no, Rex is such an underrated player, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's because he doesn't get many moments like this. But mind you, he doesn't demand moments like this.
Mm.
Not like, oh, I'm gonna have my bit, you know. He's just fucking content. He'll be there underneath, rumbling away, just
He's
keeping that.
you know,
I'll be that foundation. You
he's
lot do what you fucking want. I'm gonna be there.
he's Ian Hill. He's
Yeah, yeah, fucking right. Yeah,
he's
he is.
Dave Murray. He's
Yeah,
that he's the pillar. He's that cornerstone.
yeah. The Ian Hill comparison is fucking perfect because
Mm,
you watch Priest, fucking like even back in the day, but now you've got fucking you got Richie and Rob prowling the stage. Even Andy Steep prowls around a bit. You got Scott at the back flipping sticks. Who doesn't fucking move from that spot all night?
mm.
Ian Hill.
And he
Who
hasn't
doesn't?
moved
Who
either.
doesn't
He's
miss
the
a note?
only one that's been there from day one.
He has. Yeah,
Some members have come and some members have come
who's gone?
back,
Yeah,
but he's
exactly.
the only one that's been on
Played
every single album.
every note.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
single gig.
yeah, and he's never missed a note. Talk about
Yeah,
Mr. Reliable. I don't need to be fucking. I don't need to be a flash cunt. I know
yeah,
what I do,
yeah. And
and it's
you
like
know,
Rex is that's the perfect comparison. And
we
I imagine
see it
Rex probably
a lot
grew
in the
up watching him.
discourse today as well. You know, you see a lot of this bullshit on the internet. So everyone talks about being like an alpha male,
Yeah,
and it's like no, not everyone can be the alpha. Not everyone can be the front man.
yeah,
You know, look, you know, look at Opie. in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
Look at Tom Hagen in The Godfather. The the reliable friend,
yeah,
the one that keeps everything going. So the you know a leader is everyone could be a leader. I think I'm reading the Iliad at the moment as well, so I've got
oh
this
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
mentality.
yeah,
But the leader ain't shit
yeah.
without people behind him
Or it's like
supporting him.
what they call
And
it, and it the consigliere. I think it's what in the mafia. It's like he's the advisor to the man.
well, Tom Hagen in the God. Well, speaking about Tom Hagen is actually the lawyer.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when the Godfather and then like later on Michael Corleone is having a meeting, like he'd just whisper something in his ear, and then but then Tom will go and be there on representative of the family as well, and he'd be like,
yeah,
he's the guy that just turns up and he goes like, I am Tom Hagen, I'm representing of the Corleone family, and he'll hand him a account and my people will be taking care of this. You'll be hearing from my people for the thing, and if
yeah,
you want to talk, you go from me from now on.
yeah.
And
That's yeah,
boom,
consigliere.
he
That's
just
yeah,
nails it. And
yeah.
he's like, and there's moments where Mike was like, you're the only person I trust, and he's the only one that's honest with Michael.
It's Robert Duvall, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking totally such an underrated performance,
yeah,
and an underrated character. What they were thinking making Godfather 3 without him, but yeah, he's the only one that can really be honest. He's the only one that tells them exactly how it is. And when they're talking about what they're thinking of doing, he's like, right, if you go down that road, you've got to think about this, 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 and if you do that, it's going to ricochet back to that. What I propose is thinking about and it's even a bit where like Michael goes, he's in hiding after a murder, and uh, Diane Keaton's character Kay, who's recently departed, God bless. Um, she says, "Can you give Michael this letter?" And he's like, "If I accept that letter, it 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 shows that I know where he is,
yeah,
so I
yeah,
can't take it." And we're being and we are being watched by the police. Like he's just
yeah,
one step ahead every time.
yeah,
And and again, Sons of Anarchy. Like, look at Opie.
yeah,
How it's not a spoiler, but
yeah.
well, I won't say it.
No,
If
but
you've
it's
seen
been a
Sons of
long
Anarchy,
time. Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But how
Wait, Way steps up.
everyone loves Opie,
Yeah,
and everyone loves Dave Murray and Ian Hill, and
yeah,
we fucking love Rex Brown because
yeah.
the world turns because of people
Like
like
that.
Dave Murray, like Ian Hill,
Yeah,
like Opie.
Like Rex Brown.
None of it means shit if people aren't reliable and trustworthy and
Exactly.
solid, and we get up every day and do what we got to do and do our duties that we never get thanked for.
Yeah, that's it.
But they're the people that hold the structure up, and they never get any credit. So yeah,
Yeah,
fuck you, Rex Brown rules. Don't ever
Rex
slag
Brown,
him
man.
off in my presence.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Fucking right.
he's the weak one, and
Oh
fuck you
yeah,
off.
what a
Yeah,
load of bollocks. Yeah, how to tell me you know fuck all about music without telling me you know fuck all about music.
yeah, yeah. Dimebag ain't there. If it feels there. No one gives a shit about Rex though. No, they do.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
way. Would you have gone if there was a different bass player there? If it was just Phil?
Probably not.
No,
It's the
because it's
fact because
not.
it's yeah, it's half the band.
Yeah,
There's more fucking original members in this than there is in
and
Megadeth or
think of
Machine
it.
Head.
I was saying about Ian Hill. He was the only one that's been there the whole time. Well,
Yeah,
guess what? Rex is the only one that's been there the whole time now.
yeah,
He's done all the albums, all the
yeah.
gigs, every
That's
single
it.
one.
Exactly.
The only man on earth that's been to every Pantera gig. Think of it like
Yeah, yeah.
that. Right.
He
Where are
knows
we?
where those albums are buried. The ones you can't get anywhere, he knows where they are.
He'll make them disappear.
Disappear. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Right. This
yeah. I mean,
one
this song is yeah. It's not the greatest song in the world by any means, but and it would fall into the filler category. But there's still some absolutely savage riffing on it, and Phil just still screams his fucking lungs out.
again, Pantera are a victim of their own success. and they're
Yeah, set the
victims of
bar's
their
so
own
high, isn't it?
standards. If this song was on a soundtrack or
Oh,
was a bonus track on a live album, it'd be like, oh mate, this is awesome.
yeah,
But again, I say it again and again. While it's on, while it's playing, I'm enjoying it, but it
yeah,
just doesn't stick in my memory afterwards.
yeah.
It's a
No, I mean, yeah, I can see it with this, but it's still like you say, people were killed for Pantera's worst song.
yeah, Pantera on a bad day. Yeah, I'll take.
And like you say,
I would have took
and for
that.
me, this because this is on an album with what I consider absolute classics. Goddamn Electric, fucking Yesterday Don't Mean Shit, Revolution Is My Name, and We'll Grind Axe for a Long Time. This doesn't approach that level,
No.
but it's still a song that, like you say, while it's on, you'll fucking rock the shit out of it. And
Mm.
I wouldn't skip it. I didn't skip it. In fact, I
That's
don't skip
another
it.
thing as well. Yeah,
Not where I said on Trenkia, where I was like, as soon as fucking 30 Steps Nowhere comes on, it's skip.
yeah.
Living
Again,
through me, skip. You know,
when you're doing a
not now.
again gym testing an album,
Yeah,
that's another one. When you need motivation, when you're getting to difficult parts,
yeah, yeah,
you need something to get you through it. Um, and yeah, good music is what gets you going. And none of it was like, oh, come on, I need something else. Like, no, I played the album all the way through. So even um, at my worst thing, none of it was skippable. None of it.
yeah, yeah,
It all served its purpose and always got me through to
yeah.
the next stage of what I was doing. So
That's weird.
yeah,
I've just found a quote which would have been good. Should have gone at the start. It's from Phil. He said, I had kind of cleaned my act up. I had a new fire lit under my arse. Dime and I were very close on this one. I showed up for the jam sessions and I think they were impressed with how I was. I wasn't fucked up all the time. It was a breath of fresh air.
yeah,
Which, like say, when
mm,
we was going at the front, we seen the picture of them all smiling and happy and all the rest of it. And it shows on this album. It's a sense of unity. It's a sense of there's a cloud been lifted. It's fucking, they're all pushing in the same way.
yeah. It's just a shame it didn't
What
last.
obviously what happened after, yeah, but I think because he'd had a break from touring. Do you know what I mean? I think it's because he was touring. He feels he has to put that performance on, and he can't because he's in pain. So he'll take shit to numb the pain, so he can put the performance on. But he built up such a tolerance to it that he has to take
Yeah.
more shit, and it fucks him up, and he can't do fuck all. And
What you?
then because you're so fucked up, you're not thinking straight, and you're telling people they need to have their face smashed in, and it all goes down a pan.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I don't know this, but I would bet money on it. Phil went from taking illegal drugs, seeked help,
Yeah,
and then got put on legal drugs.
yeah, yeah.
And legal drugs will
Methadone.
fuck you up just as much as illegal
Yeah,
drugs. But the irony is you don't have to come off legal drugs.
yeah, that's it.
Doctor will keep prescribing. You know what America's like, bloody hell.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, you'll probably find he was on a cocktail.
yeah.
Take this to numb this, but
Painkillers and Christ knows what else. Yeah,
take this to
oxy and all
lift you
that
up,
shit.
take this to wake you up, take this to put you asleep. He was probably on a bunch of all sorts of
Yep.
bollocks, and that,
Yeah,
especially like slurred speech and stuff like that. That's normally a
yeah,
like a like side effect of whatever cocktail
yeah. Where the
you're
painkillers
given.
you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer because it ruined it.
Right, we are. Well,
We are
we're not nearly
left.
there. We've got stuff to talk about afterwards. We've got
Yeah,
some tracks.
yeah.
So yeah,
But we're at the last, the last official Pantera song, and it's quite apt really because I'll cast a shadow because they did.
yeah, yeah. I
You
suppose.
know,
Yeah,
I mean they were writing it obviously because they were talking about they knew what they'd done for metal. They knew how fucking important they were. So they were being arrogant about this. The song is about Pantera's influence on the genre. No one can question their influence. Anyone who does is talking shit. But it's like, I mean, the riff in this, when the chorus riff, dun, 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 it's like proper fucking such a mega
there's
riff.
a. If I remember correctly as well, because I remember, I've I know I'm kind of coming to the end. There's a bit where it really they just go for it at the end, and I remember like, yeah, I remember getting that. It's like a climbing, like a jun 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 jun.
Yeah,
Um, I'll tell you what this reminds me of actually, and I don't think it reminds me. In terms of vibe, it reminds me a little bit of "Bury Me in Smoke," the way it kind of rings out and then just comes back to one. The way it kind of backs off a little bit and then just comes back for one
yeah,
more.
yeah,
You think the song's over and then it just comes back.
yeah, yeah.
And
Get
I
a little reprise, don't you?
and then this is like a parting song as well. "Bury Me in Smoke" is a parting song,
Yeah,
but
and
it
it
finishes the
this
album.
is bizarre because they didn't know it was going to be their last song, but it works as the last song on the last Pantera album.
Yeah, it's funny how there's a
The
couple. I mean,
little little quirks of life, aren't there? That are
the
just
Garden by Rush is very much like that. It's like, whoa, that's the last. And what? And
yeah.
if you have you ever heard the Garden? You're not into Rush, are you?
No, no, I'm not a Rush fan, so
Well, just listen to the Garden and read the lyrics, and you're like, knowing how Rush
yeah, yeah,
turned out, it's like that was
yeah.
written in the stars, wasn't it? And
Written by the Simpsons.
yeah, and it's Fate's Warning is the same as well. The
Oh right, yeah,
Fate's Warning, they still tour and will still play live, but the main guy, the sort of I forget the guy's name, the Steve Harris of the band, has kind of
yeah,
gone. No, we're actually done. Like we, I pretty much achieved everything I want to achieve, and I'm quite happy for that last album to be the closer.
yeah, yeah,
But I'm happy to play live, and there's I think it's A to Z. Pretty much. Imagine if Steve Harris went right. We're still going to tour, but Maiden as a thing you are done. I'm done. And then the rest of the band go, well, we want to carry on. We'll carry on doing Maiden with you, but we're going to do our new band
yeah.
on the
Oh,
side
I can imagine it.
without. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's weird, but the last song on the last Fates Warning album, it's like, well, you can't carry on after that. It's
Yeah.
like, um, yeah, and it's funny they say that about Bohemian Rhapsody as well. If you look at Freddie's death, um, shivers running down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye,
Yeah.
everybody. I have to go. Got a things as a face. Yeah, they say like that. It's kind of mind you, Bohemian Rhapsody's lyrics are kind of bonbons anyway. You can kind of read,
Oh yeah.
and they're not saying people aren't saying he did predict it. It kind of in a way you could read it. It's as if he's predicted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how those things. It's funny how those things work.
Yeah,
So,
it's weird.
but no, it's a good closer. A good
Yeah, it is.
closer
I mean, I
to a
like it.
solid album. And
When
again,
I die, I'll cast a shadow. It's like I said, they
that's
did.
probably where I get the "Bury Me in Smoke" thing
Yeah,
from. Yeah,
yeah, and it's yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, obviously we know they got B sides and soundtrack songs, but this has been the last Pantera song. I'd be happy if this was it. For me, it's the perfect journey. You've, as I said, we've got the glam shit at the start, which had its merits. Some of the stuff on there was pretty cool, in a cheesy kind of way. Power metal was the test. Right, let's see. We want to go a bit heavier. Can we crack it with this with Philip Anselmo? But then they were like, "Wow, we can." Right, right now, start Cowboys from Hell,
hmm
and they start the journey. And so they went up, and they went through the fucking, reshaped the landscape of metal. They fucking took it to the extremes. They made extreme popular. #1 album, Far Beyond Driven. Fuck, man, it's the heaviest album to ever do it. Then they went, right, fuck it, we can do what we want now, and just wrote Tranquil. And they were like, now they're finally back. They're back home, and it's the end of a perfect journey. And I'd be annoyed if they did do another album. I'd listen to it because no doubt it would be based on it would be Dime's riffs and all the rest of it. Phil and Rex ain't fucking silly, but it's for me this is the perfect journey, and this is a band that their legacy is untouchable.
Yeah, yeah, I'd second that. I wouldn't argue with any of that at all. Um, shall we get into the bonus tracks, or shall we
Oh
get
yeah, because a
into?
bonus because it's the first
Oh,
time they did it. They never did it before.
yeah,
But this time there was tracks left over. You know, there's a couple of ones on the soundtracks. I mean,
yeah. So we've
my,
got
my personal favourite is Immortally Insane.
on the Heavy Metal 2000 soundtrack,
Yeah, fuck it. I love the
and
riff. Proper fucking proper doomy black metal-y. It's probably a
yeah,
folk song.
I always like the song straight away, and again that riff, you
Yeah.
sing it in your sleep,
Oh yeah.
and then
Proper. Avoid
Avoid
the
the
Light.
light on the.
Fucking hell, what a song that is.
I
Actually, that's
remember
an
the
underrated film, that.
yeah, it's a avoid the this. I remember the first time I heard it, I didn't think it was Pantera. I was like, this must be one of Phil's side
Yeah.
projects because it's a real dark song,
It is fucked,
and
yeah.
the way his vocals are on the, and
Yeah.
Phil's got 100 bands. I was like, this sounds like is this like
Yeah.
some black metal? Because I think he did do a. Oh, I hadn't heard them at the time, but he did have a black metal project. That he does the guitar, bass, and drums, and someone else did the vocals. So I knew that. So I was thinking at the time, well, it can't be that because Phil doesn't sing on that. But I know he's got a black metal project. Not that this sounds black metal, but it's
No.
got that
But
sort
yeah, I know,
of
yeah.
doomy. Okay,
Yeah,
some
it's
black metal bands like Tiamat, or I can't pronounce the name.
Tiamat.
Tiamat, yeah, or something like that. Like, mind you, they were a bit more gothic.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they started out black metal and then they went a bit goth, didn't they? But it was something along those lines. And I was like, right, I know this is Phil Anselmo. I know this is one of his projects, but I
Yeah.
don't know which one. And then years, like time passed by, I was like, oh, that's a Pantera song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
yeah,
a fucking. I mean, it's weird because obviously starts off electroacoustic, really dark and ominous, doesn't it?
yeah,
And then when it kicks in, the fucking riff that Dime's playing,
yeah,
it's really It's all like harmonics. Oh, I can't even mouth it.
yeah.
It's so fucking,
And
so
it does kind
technical.
of get quite heavy and thing, and then it just avoid the light.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that ding 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 ding. It's such a weird acoustic. It's like
It
it
is
doesn't. It's nothing
bizarre,
like
isn't it?
Pantera. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's a crazy song. I'm glad it's on the like bonus. I think it's on the like best of compilation, and I think it's now on a bonus for like a special edition of Reinventing the Steel. So you haven't got to track these down. But
no. It's on the 20th anniversary, the re-release one with the Terry Date
yeah,
mix. But it
I got
was on because afterwards they did do a couple. There was a couple of sort of. I think it was the Panteras. It was like like the greatest hits thing. But
mm,
Avoid the Light and Immortally
oh
Insane are on
shit,
now.
yeah,
And like the Cowboys from Hell, vulgar, fucking hits from some bollocks. It's a mixture of all the album titles, but they're on now.
yeah.
And you've also got what I was playing earlier. Oh, Cat
Right.
Scratch
So then we got
Fever.
a couple of covers as well
Yeah,
because we got Cat Scratch Fever by Ted Nugent,
Agent Agent. Yeah,
which is all right.
yeah. I mean,
It
it's his
doesn't.
best song. It's a catchy song, and they used to do it live, didn't they? They bring it before when they played Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah.
He just start playing the Cat Scratch Fever riff before he kicks into the next verse.
Oh, did he?
It's on it's actually on the live album
Oh, what the little mini live
101 proof.
album that you get with the special edition
No,
thing?
no, it's on the 101 proof. If you
All right.
listen to Cowboys from Hell, they
Yeah.
play the song, they play the first verse, and then when he goes back to the, you know, then he starts playing, and
Oh, I didn't realise that. Yeah.
it like, but yeah, it's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah. The I've got limited thingy on Ted Nugent. I don't know that much about
Oh
him
yeah, no, we
musically.
know he's
I
a
know Stranglehold, and I know he's one of the.
yeah,
I know he's pissing a
and
lot of people off at the moment, but
he annoys
I
people left and right just by being a fucking Republican and like, yeah, I like my guns.
yeah, but I don't know. It's like he he's one of the best guitarists around,
Oh,
but
he's
he's
fucking
never
phenomenal
in
player.
like a top 10 list or anything like that, just
Phenomenal
because of
player. Yeah.
the way things are. But
I mean, if you've
I think
influenced
he
Dimebag
I think
Darrell, you're
he slagged
fucking.
this off though. He said he didn't like it,
Oh,
and
right.
yeah, like I say, I don't think he's as bad as some people make him out to be. But
He's
he didn't do
fucking
himself
bollocks.
favors by. It's a bit like Dave Mustaine. It's
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's yeah.
like
Just when you're going along nicely, you're like,
yeah, it's
oh
like oh
son,
he's done it
oh
again, isn't he?
son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I don't really know that he's bigger in America than he is over here. But I
Oh yeah,
know,
I don't think anyone knows him over here unless you're fucking in your forties.
I think he would have toured quite a bit over here back in the
Yeah.
day. But um, yeah, and then let's the so we've got a Ted Nugent cover, and then two awesome Sabbath
Yeah,
covers.
they like the Sabbath covers, didn't they? Obviously,
Yeah,
Planet Caravan, obviously on Fibre Driven, but then they go full bifter, don't they? With Hole in the Sky and
I'll tell you one thing, man. I've never heard a Black Sabbath cover that I didn't like by anyone,
yeah,
and
that's a good point actually.
because actually I've heard one recently.
Oh yeah, I'm going to say
Um,
it changes. Get in a fucking seat.
yeah, let's not, we don't want him crying on a podcast like he did over Justin. Um, but let's pretend this was recorded a few months prior. Yeah, right. Up
Yeah,
until recently.
yeah.
Um, no, do you know what? It's completely fucked my theory. What I was going to say, and then I
No,
remember.
any band with any integrity who's in the metal scene, who's means something and actually respects Black Sabbath for what they've brought to music, not for oh yeah, Ozzy's
Yeah,
my mate,
yeah.
have done every cover justice. I mean, the list is fucking endless. Fucking Lamb
Because
of God recently,
what I was going to, yeah,
Sepultura, Bruce Dickinson, the two Nativity in Black albums. They're both
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Pretty
And
much even when people are trying to do something different with it, they want Ministry, I'm not saying, then they do.
Ministry did a System of a Down did a pretty fucking crazy
But
cover of
it's
Snowblind where they pretty much rearranged the song.
yeah,
But
but it's all done.
even if it doesn't work, I appreciate what they've done
Yeah, because without
because
Sabbath, that band doesn't exist.
there's a couple of other albums recently as well. There's Can I find them? Can I find them? Well, Zach Wild has
And
actually
Zach,
re-recorded the first three albums
oh, was he?
with Zach Sabbath.
Zach Sabbath, yeah.
um, let me see if I. Oh, I found this record label called Magnetic Eye, where they do compilations with like all covers of a band, but they've started doing it the full album.
All right, cool.
So I've got so you got Zach Sabbath. This
Yeah,
is the first album. Then you got second Paranoid and Master of Reality, and that's a double album.
yeah.
Then we've got a bunch of bands doing Volume 4,
All right, cool.
and some of these bands most of these bands, funny enough, I've not even heard of.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Um,
a couple of names on there I know, but other than that, it's
then there's just a best of Black Sabbath.
yeah.
Um, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And they've done Electric Ladyland by Jimi Hendrix as well. And I'll tell you, what, I sent it's they did one of it's all the way back up there, but they did Dirt by Alice in Chains,
All right,
and it's just cool hearing new bands reinterpret the songs.
yeah, yeah,
And what I was going to say was, I've never disliked a Sabbath cover because everyone's done it with love.
yeah.
Because there's Ozzy Osbourne, no, there's Black Sabbath the band, and there's
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne the
The
plushie, the bobblehead
yeah
on
the
the dashboard of your car, the character,
what's
Ozzy
the word you're looking
Sharon,
for?
you
What's
know,
the word I'm looking for? The brand.
yeah,
Aussie was a brand,
yeah,
thanks to
and
Sharon.
but people that have covered, you're not going to get, you're not going to, get thingy. It's not cliche to do a Black Sabbath cover.
No,
So anyone that did do a Black Sabbath cover would have done it out of love and would have done something
exactly,
cool with it. And pretty
exactly. Yeah,
much, and like I was going to say, you would never get Miley Cyrus do a Black Sabbath cover
yeah,
or an X Factor contestant do it. But yeah, well, that
yeah. They all went out the
throw that one
fucking
out the
window.
window because I just
Yeah,
remembered. So it's kind of taken the wind out of the sails
yeah,
of
yeah.
the point I was trying to make. But Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
But no, like we say, all the bands that are doing it, they're doing it because they owe Sabbath something and they want to honour the band that fucking started it all by doing the best cover they can do.
yeah, and I think
Have you
the
heard Children of the Grave? Lamb of God.
yeah, yeah, I've heard them all.
Fucking
Yeah,
so good, man.
but I mean, I think it's with yourself as well because you're not the biggest Sabbath fan, and I
No,
wonder,
I'm very much I will openly admit it and not be ashamed of admit I'm a hits guy.
yeah, but are you, I'm kind of like with Bob Dylan with. I remember I bought a Bob Dylan greatest hits for like 2.99 in a HMV sale. I was like, I'm just gonna see how I get on with it, and I
Yeah,
just couldn't get on with it. I could not get in. I didn't get the bug,
yeah,
and didn't do much for me. And it's like, do you like? I'm not a fan of Bob Dylan, but whenever I hear a song, I'm like, that's a banger.
yeah. Who
And
wrote it?
Bob Dylan
It's a
wrote it.
cover of
It's
Bob
a Bob Dylan
Dylan.
cover.
Yeah,
Time and time again, I get like this really good song is a Bob Dylan cover, and I'm like, yeah. And this is probably going to be sacrilege to a Bob Dylan fan. I
yeah.
apologise in advance. But for me personally, Bob Dylan clearly is a great songwriter,
Songwriter. Yeah,
but to me, he's not a very good performer
yeah,
because
yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah,
just for me personally, I always find his covers, like someone covering his songs, always do a
yeah,
better job of it than
yeah.
All Along the Watchtower.
Oh fucking hell! I mean,
Do you
what?
even have you even heard the original? You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
You don't
Like,
know it exists. It's
yeah,
like that's not a Jimmy song.
knocking on
What?
heaven's door. You know,
Yeah,
um, yeah. So, and I find that the case with you when it comes to we're talking about Sabbath now. Sorry, but
yeah.
that's what we
No,
do on this
it's not
show.
that. I'm just
When you hear a
I'm a
Sabbath cover, you're like, oh yeah, this is a fucking
oh
banger. But
yeah,
when it
but
comes to the
then
original, you're like, yeah,
but no, I've just never been. Like I say, the hits. Yes, I love them, but I've never. It's never hooked me to want to go and
to dig
get
deeper. Yeah,
listen to track seven on the B side. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Or listen to an album all the way, like
Yeah,
get into
I
the
like to
album
say
tracks.
Paranoid. I have that's the only album I've ever listened to all the way through, and it's fucking bad. That's an all time classic album. There's no fucking about. There's no arguments with that. But I've never been. They've never bothered me.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think that, yeah, but I
like
think
you say,
Sabbath,
every cover I've ever heard.
they're part of
Yeah,
the furniture. They're just,
yeah.
it's like, why do you even, it's like Queen. Why, I've never bought Queen's albums. Don't need to
Oh
buy
yeah.
them.
No,
They're everywhere.
but
It's like,
greatest hits one and greatest hits two.
yeah,
You know the fucking words to them.
yeah. I don't know. Is there a 12-minute epic that closes one of the albums? I don't know. But I've just never felt the need to dig deeper with them because
Yeah,
they're like water. They're just
yeah.
part of the,
And I think that's what it is with
do you think it
Sabbath.
is with
I've just
Sabbath?
never been, never bothered me. I have total and utter respect for them. Obviously, I'm not one of them cunts.
Yeah.
You know, because without Sabbath, the bands that shaped me ain't about. Fucking simple as that.
Mm.
But no, but you know, and I obviously have total respect. Less respect for, you know, rest his soul. Less respect for Ozzy because what he allowed himself to be turned into. His solo
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
his solo stuff, some of it was fucking blinding, some of it was terrible.
Yeah, that was a thing with Sharon got a lot of flack for it's like, yeah, but you're what you not your own person then?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, you are Ozzy was allowed to say no.
yeah. It takes two to tango.
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
yeah. I think he played ignorant to a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
did.
stuff.
But you would never see that happen with Tony or Geezer
Mm,
because
yeah.
Tony and Geezer, I've got all the time in the world for
Mm.
all the fucking time. I mean, that was that fucking solo album that Geezer did with Burton on vocals.
Well,
Um,
GZR
GZR, fucking
Geezer, yeah.
heavy as fuck.
Mm.
It was monstrous for the time. And I think I can't wait to hear Tony's upcoming album that he's doing, collaborating with everybody, collaborating with Brian May and fucking all sorts of people. But that's going to be a banger.
Oh yeah, it will be, yeah. Yeah.
But Ozzy Osbourne as a solo artist, yeah, you know, but as a guy, yeah, yeah. Did he make me laugh? Yeah. Did he was he entertaining? Yeah. But he let himself. He knew what he was fucking doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on a guy because
No, I won't
without
either.
him, metal
But
don't exist.
yeah, no, exactly that.
But
But
I didn't agree
it's what
with
I'm saying. There's,
I didn't agree
I
with the choices he made.
yeah, something like I've always said. It's funny that Elvis Presley, the thing he's least known for is actually his music.
Yeah.
and it's the same with Ozzy. Like I remember playing Solitude randomly at a family gathering. They were just the music was playing, and I quickly went into Alexa play, and I
Yeah.
didn't play Solitude. That's a track to look up. Check out Solitude, and everyone was just like, "What's this? Who's this?" I was like,
Yeah.
"You tell me, who is it?"
Yeah.
And
Do you like it?
yeah, this is Black Sabbath. This is Ozzy Osbourne singing, and it's like, oh, this is yeah,
Yeah.
and it's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, on that Nativity in Black, Cathedral covered that. Cathedral were a good band, but anyway, this is Panteracast, not Sabbath.
We've fucking
Um,
gone on.
but there's
But yeah,
two
so
really
we're
good covers. Basically,
yes.
there's Hole in the Sky, which is just as
Yeah.
rocking as the original, and they put their own great take on it, and they do a lovely, dirty, doomy, heavy electric funeral.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I'm going to go full circle. I've never heard, I've never
Yeah.
heard a Sabbath cover
Well, yeah.
until recently.
Yeah. 10 minutes ago when we started this point.
Yeah,
But no, I mean it's and folks, that is the recorded output of Pantera as Pantera. Obviously, with the boys have all recorded stuff.
shall we ponder the future? Let's just hypothetically, what if there's you're going to go on Blabbermouth in the morning? They're going to release an album. What's your initial reaction?
It'll be like, oh, don't get me wrong, there'll be part of me, the part of me that's always 16. Um, that as Phil said, I'll be excited, but the part of me that's like,
I hope they
because
don't
it'll
fuck
be
this
dying
up.
because they wouldn't, like I said, Rex and Phil ain't fucking stupid, and they wouldn't do it. It would be Dime's riffs,
Do you
it'd
think?
be Dime's ideas.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Zach going, oh, I've got a riff.
Mm.
Zach wouldn't do that. He was too close to fucking Dime to do that. And they wouldn't all this bollocks that we had about they're shitting on a legacy, oh fucking hell,
They're not
cunts and all
shitting
that.
on the legacy.
Rex and Phil
You,
would
you have this
never,
with
ever,
yeah.
ever do that.
You have this with Death to All as well. People say it's like
Oh no, fuck off. Yeah, it's
Chuck Schuldena's more alive now than he ever was.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You've got two bands now because you've got Left for Dead as well.
Yeah,
They're doing like they're concentrating on the first three albums. Well, the first two because it's basically the half of the Leprosy lineup. So they're doing
yeah,
Leprosy in full, but they do Scream Bloody Gore songs because Rick Ross was kind of involved with Scream Bloody Gore. Um, but before Left for Dead, that same lineup swapped. It started with James Murphy, so they started doing Spiritual Healing because Terry Butler was on bass players for both of them. But so it started out doing Spiritual Healing, but there was just two shows because James
yeah,
Murphy can't tour. But it was a stream. So it
yeah,
started with two sold out shows doing Spiritual Healing in full. Then Rick Ross jumped in and was like, right, well, now we'll do Leprosy. And then they're carrying on from there. So you got two, and then obviously Death to All with Gene Ogden. It was originally the human lineup,
yeah,
uh, but then the symbolic lineup took over. Steve DiGiorgio just in the middle of everything, playing
yeah.
bass.
Just playing bass like a
Um,
legend. Yeah,
yeah, but you've got two bands now, like touring, playing.
yeah,
Who's being insulted here?
yeah,
Like
exactly,
it's
exactly.
no, so it's
But
not.
no, if like say, but you put if it was, I know full well it would be that Rita and Vinny's missus, I don't know her name, but they would have agreed to release whatever music was found in the attic, and they would have agreed it because Rex and Phil wouldn't do it without complete and utter agreement because they
Well, I don't think they'd be
respect.
allowed to.
No, they wouldn't,
Yeah,
but they wouldn't even think about doing it without. They wouldn't try and fucking run around it in court or none of that bollocks.
no.
It would be with complete agreement, and it would be Dime's riffs, Dime's fucking ideas. And yes, for me, I'd want to hear it because it would be Dime. He's the greatest guitarist to ever walk the planet, in my opinion. No one will ever come close to him.
So what if it was all 100% new? It's like I've been playing these songs for 2, 3 years. I've got the vibe. I've got Pantera
I
esque.
would, I would be of the opinion if you're doing it under the name Pantera, no,
So you would be okay with a Black Star
I'll
Riders.
I'll be fine with it if it
Yeah,
was Dime's riffs. it's Pantera.
Yeah, if
If
it's
it's if Charlie found a tape full of Vinny's fucking drum patterns it's
yeah,
Pantera.
yeah,
If
yeah, I'll
it's
get you.
if it's Rex and Phil going, fucking hell, Charlie and Zach, you guys, we really gel together. Let's write an album. I'd be like, fuck yeah. But don't call it Pantera because
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
do like
Pantera.
with Thin Lizzy. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a new album, then write a lot, But then it was like,
Yeah,
look,
call it Strength Beyond Strength. Call it
no,
Move
no
Forward.
way is this
Yeah.
gonna the scrutiny this album's gonna be. It's just not
Yeah.
fair to
No.
put the album that. Here we are with a new name, new
Yeah.
band. This
I
isn't
mean,
the
how
project.
could you not be excited to hear music
Mm.
from four musicians of that caliber?
I was like I say,
Do you know what I mean?
it's a good band regardless of the circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna put it out there because that's
Oh no,
what
yeah.
people are gonna ask. Yeah.
Well,
So
actually, you joke about it. Phil joked about it because they did they're not very active on YouTube, but just before they started doing the getting ready for the next Metallica run,
yeah.
they did like a behind the scenes thing. Oh, this is what we've been doing so far. And Phil said, "Hey Charlie, should we start rehearsing those new songs?" And he's like, "Oh no, fuck that, new old songs," because he knew full well they're
Oh,
doing different songs. That's
oh,
when
I
they did the
thought.
new
Oh,
set
right. Yeah,
list.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So he knew full fucking well that
yeah.
he'd get roasted. So then
Just to think of
Phil's on
your
the level, man.
yeah. I mean, think of your point though. Let's just say we there's a load of demos with Dimebag and Vinny. Would they be Pantera songs though? Because they would be Damage Plan. There's
Yeah,
that as well.
we know full well there was six completed songs for the second Damage Plan album
Mm.
that Vinny always said when the time was right,
That's what I'm saying. If
I
there
would
was some
release them.
song, let's just say
Oh yeah,
tomorrow we
no, I
find a
think
thingy full of it'd be like, yeah, but
yeah, no, it would be Damage Plan.
would
So
they be writing for Pantera? That's the thing. Could
yeah,
Pantera even use them
yeah, no, I mean
hypothetically?
if they found a fucking box of like VHSs, all date stamped
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, I
1993,
get you. I get you.
then
Yeah,
it'd
yeah,
be Pantera. But
yeah,
I'm still hoping that one day we will hear those six songs because there's six Dimebag Darrell songs that have never been heard.
yeah, yeah.
To
We'll
me, that is the fucking holy grail of music.
yeah, that and the second Control Denied album. Yeah,
Well, yeah, for you, Chuck is your fucking god, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's your man.
mm,
And so yeah, I can see I'd be the same with Diamond Vinny, man. That is the holy grail right there.
yeah, yeah. Hope we can. Fingers crossed. One day
Yeah,
they'll see the light of day. But
exactly.
old Rita, she's holding on to dear life though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll happen because Rita, and like I say, Vinny's missus as well. She's obviously she's got fingers in the pies.
Yeah, she was
They
left.
they will they know what the brothers meant to the fans, and I think at the right time we will hear it because it'll be coming from a place. It won't be a case of oh fucking hell, I need to pay the rent. It'll be a case of here you go,
Yeah, and
this is for you,
you know,
and it will happen.
yeah,
But when is just another matter.
yeah. Right, folks, that is Pantera all wrapped up, but it is not the end of Pantera Cast.
We've got more
Um,
to do.
we're going to be doing Damage
We're going to be
Plan.
doing 66 episodes on Phil Anselmo alone.
um,
Fucking hell.
we did Down Nola. We're going to do an episode where we're just going to do the rest of. So we're going to do
Yeah,
a Down retrospective.
yeah,
We're going to do Damage Plan, and we're going to do a Hell Yeah
yeah.
retrospective. I think that just about covers it. Do we really need to go down the Phil Anselmo
Well,
rabbit hole? I
we've
mean,
got to do
it's
it.
gonna be torture for you,
Yeah, I know, and
but
we'll have to do an episode on Phil because Phil's Phil.
yeah.
And you can't not. We've been spent the last fucking hours 4 months saying what a great man Phil is. We can't just shit on him by not
Oh, I'm not
covering
gonna.
stuff.
Yeah, I know, but
Fuck him. No.
there's just not that much time in the world. That's the
Yeah,
problem. The
exactly.
guy's
So
done so much. In
I know
fact,
it's crazy.
buried in here somewhere is a EP called Southern Isolation, and it's only 4 songs. Acoustic guitar played by Phil and Phil's wife at the time singing,
Fucking hell.
and it's great. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like ugh, but then there's some gems.
Yeah, there's some gems
So
because Phil's got such a wide palette, hasn't he?
yeah,
It fucking everything. You've only got to listen to the shit that's on his record label. Was it fucking what?
Housecore Records. Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean,
that's
there's
the
so
majority of
much.
it. You got Christ Inversion, He's done a solo album or two.
Well, fucking King Parrot opened for the fucking Pantera tour.
Yeah.
They're a fucking they're a fucking band.
Oh, what was the band that opened for Down? They were really good as well. The singer was in rigor mortis, and it's died recently. War Beast. I think they're called War Beast. They were a good
Right.
band, but yeah, they were on his label as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, yeah, okay. But we'll get to that later. But before then, we've got Down, Damage Plan. I don't know what order we're
yeah,
going to do this in.
yeah. But Down,
Um,
Damage Plan, hell yeah.
yeah,
There is some actual fucking gold still to cover.
yeah,
It really is.
and we.
It's going to be an eye on it for you with Hell Yeah in it, 'cause I don't think you've really.
No, I'm all right with hell yeah.
I didn't know if
Riley,
you
like,
dipped in. I didn't know if you dipped in that
yeah.
much
Um,
because I fucking love Hell Yeah.
I prefer their later stuff to the. I think it was a bit.
Oh yeah, they did. There
They,
was the
I
first
think
two
hell
albums was
yeah got better with
the
time.
first two albums was a revolving door of musicians. You only had
Yeah,
sort of three, but when they found their stable lineup, they
yeah,
were putting out some quality stuff.
yeah. But I got Riley took to hell yeah more than I did. So I've been listening to a lot of later day hell yeah in the car because of
Yeah,
what he chooses to listen to on the way to school. So yeah, that's right, folks. So I dropped my kid to school listening to hell yeah,
yeah,
and
nice. Parenting done right.
yeah. So yeah, it can be done. Right, folks. This has been a long one. This has been longer than I anticipated it to
Yeah,
be.
2 hours.
Um, but
If you
when has
made
that
it
ever
through to the
changed?
end,
Yeah.
if you made it through to the end, you're fucking legends. And drop your name in the comments because we'll give you a shout out next episode for just holding on to a piss that long. Because I've been holding on to a piss that long. So
Right, that comes with being friends with me. That's just
that's it. Yeah,
what was it? Someone said about Stanley Kubrick. Apparently, Stanley Kubrick had a thing of ringing people. He was like always on the phone to people, but he never took into context time differences. So if he just rang, he would just ring you.
yeah, yeah.
And someone just said he went, yeah, basically my whole relationship or my time. I mean, basically, I mean, my whole time was a phone call with Stanley Kubrick that lasted 2 years, and
Fucking hell.
that's being friends with me.
Yeah,
It was 20 years holding in a piss,
yeah.
waiting for him to shut up.
They won't even shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. Yeah.
Right. I'm shutting the fuck up. See you later, guys.
Laters.